everybody. How are you? And good morning to you. So, I'm up early. Y'all are probably freaking out. Why is she doing a live so early? This is so unlike Rose Thorn. Couple of reasons why. I went to bed early last night around 8, 9 because I was just tired. And I got up early this morning because the queen had to have her royal breakfast. My cat likes to wake me up at 6 a.m. for her breakfast, and when she wakes me up, then I must feed the queen. So I'm here, and why not just review Chantal? I got to be doing stuff for the rest of the day after this live, so that's why I'm doing it early also. No, don't be concerned for me. I'm fine. So, yeah, I had to feed the queen. She gets up early. I get up early with her. I had some good sleep. And I wanted to review what happened with Chantal yesterday. So, what did happen with Chantal? She did a live and she came on camera wearing the red lipstick, which was kind of clickbait because she didn't rage. Chantal, why were you wearing the bright red lipstick if you weren't going to rage? Was that just to bring people in? I think so. She put out a community post before that saying, remind me to tell you guys about the story where I was doing the shrooms and the guy with the orange hair. Then she came on live later and she told this fake ass story about tripping on Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And I knew that it was a lie the moment that she said that she smoked it. I beg your pardon. You did what with the Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds? You smoked it, did you say? Ma'am, that's not how you take it. If you know, you know. That's not how you take Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. If you try to smoke it, it would tear your lungs up. The hell. Anybody who's ever taken it will tell you that. So she was making up this fake ass story. And you could tell it was fake because she kept stopping and starting and stopping and starting. She didn't even stop and think about what she was going to say before the stream started. She was just making it up as she went. Smoking Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Are you insane? Stupid. Yes, you know what? Thank you, Shan. Have you seen Fat Cow's latest video? Apparently that shroom story is going viral in TikTok and Chantal stole it. You know what though? I remember years ago, I'm talking 20 years ago, about that same story. I heard that story from somebody over 20 years ago about a guy who was tripping balls so hard that he thought he was a glass of orange juice and someone tipped him over. I heard that years ago, though. But this was just over 2 decades ago. So it's not like a viral story on TikTok. This is something that's been going on for a while. I was like, what? Somebody thought they were a glass of orange juice. What in the hell were they taking? Yeah, it's an urban legend. It's been going on for so many years. And she's trying to say it too. Did I have my coffee? It's right here, Vanilla. It's right here. I got it. You think I'm going to come on camera without my coffee? I'm not that insane. So she's trying to look like one of the cool kids by having a story. I'm going to tell you guys what I was doing. I was watching Kiwi Kitten, listening to her. And call me weird, but I'm one of those people that if something is losing my interest, this is not Kiwi Kitten's fault. She's a great channel. It's Chantal's content. Chantal, when she tells her stories, mentally, I just start drifting. My mind just starts drifting somewhere else. And I have to be doing something else in order to maintain interest on the first thing. So I'm sitting there playing a browser game. At the same time, I'm listening to Chantal. That was so I could stay interested in listening to Chantal. And the more she was talking, the more I was like, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like someone who desperately wants people to believe that she had friends that wanted to hang out with her and have fun with her. This is what it sounds like. I want to have some stories where I had friends and they liked me and they hung out with me and we got high together. It gave me those vibes. Like I once had friends and they liked me. I'm not buying it. You're not a nice person. You're not likable. You're bratty. Why would anybody want to hang out with you? But it gave me those vibes of like, I want to have some cool stories like that one time at band camp. She wants to have cool like friend stories, you know? But I don't, she's never been a good friend. If she was telling her fake, phony, tripping balls story, I've actually got y'all don't judge me. I actually took Lucy and this guy with diamonds well over 20 years ago, and I got a couple of cool Lucy and this guy with diamond stories that I can give y'all real quick, real stuff. And I'll do it very, very briefly. And I don't encourage anybody to do it. That's not why we're doing this. I just, since Foodie's going to tell her fake story, I'm going to tell a real story that's funny. Okay. Two things. The Lucy and this guy with diamond stories. This happened well over 20 something years ago. I'm bad. All right. So listen, my ex, he was into action figures, like comic book action figures, like Marvel comics and all that stuff. So he collected the action figures. We had a study room that had bookshelves of action figures from like the comic books. Imagine going into a room like that on Lucy and the Sky with Diamonds. You walk in and they feel, you get this sense like they're about to move, like they start moving ever so slightly, and you got walls and walls of them. It's kind of freaky. I'm like, that's one thing you do not want to see. It's like you're walking, I'm like, they're looking at me. I feel like they're going to move. I'm leaving. And here's another little funny story. So when you are on Lucy and the Sky with Diamonds, when you're under the influence, you look for things to do. So the ex and I, we lived in an apartment complex. And at 3:00 in the morning, you know, you're up, you're under the influence, you're looking for something to do. So what did we decide to do? We decided the apartment complex was huge, 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 had several buildings. What did we do at 3:00 in the morning? We were walking around the whole complex, rating people's porches, the way they decorate them, giving them grades based on the decorations. That's what we did. And it was actually pretty fun. And we were being quiet. We weren't called. What? These are the things that you do when you're under the influence. We walked past the porch and like, okay, they got a nice table. We got some plants. I see some like, you know, we got a little herb garden. I give that an A. Or past another porch. Ooh, that plastic chair is looking rough. And what do you mean it's just a dartboard on the wall with no darts on it? I give that an F. You know? And just spent, I don't know how much time doing that. And it was fun. That's the kind of stuff you do when you're under the influence, you know, just to pass the time. I'll always remember that. So since Chantal's going to she's going to tell a fake phony story, I thought it'd be best to tell you guys some real stories. That's the real stuff, not what she's about to do. So what else happened besides her, you know, telling the fake phony story and coming on camera wearing her red lipstick, although she didn't rage? Well, somebody caught her in her apartment and she's vaping again. And she knows she's not allowed to vape. She's been told you're not allowed to vape. It's in the rules, it's in the regulations there. You can't vape inside the apartment. You're not allowed, Chantal. There is a workaround. You can take edibles. Edibles are allowed. Edibles don't hurt anybody except you. So why not do that? Why are you insisting on smoking in your apartment? That is a big no-no. People in the other units can smell when you're vaping. You realize that, right? It goes to the vents and stuff. But she was caught on camera in the reflection that she was vaping. I also heard last night that she was running around without her pants on. So, Chantal, why are you doing that? Why are you coming on camera without your pants on, girl? Winnie the Poohing stuff in your house during a live. She wants to move, but where, Corn? You know, somebody on Twitter already said this, that the feeling is she's trying to get evicted much sooner. That's the feeling, that she might be in the headspace of, I want to get out of here sooner. But if she does get out of there sooner, where is she going to go? She's already said in a previous live stream, I don't know where I'm going to go. So if you get evicted, where are you going to go? And she knew what she was doing by not wearing pants. Like, listen, Foodie, if you want to get evicted out of there, why not just walk up to management and say, I want you to evict me? Instead of making trouble for the apartment building, just walk up to them and say, I want to get evicted. Evict me. Don't make trouble for other people. Just say, I want out of here, please. There's no need to cause trouble around the apartment building and go smoking and vaping in the park and bothering people. Just say, I want to get out of here. Or I don't have enough money to pay the rent. Please let me out of my lease. It would make it harder to find another place. Right. Just walk up to him and talk to him and say, hey, I can't afford the rent. Is there something we can do here? If she gets evicted and it's in her name, she will never be able to rent anything ever again. She should just go and try to get out the leave early. I'm sure they would be more than happy to do so. Right. I mean, just try the soft approach first before you go for the hard approach. Like, try to work something out with them if you can. But you're being defiant and you're doing all the wrong things. And you're becoming a problem for other people. And they didn't do anything wrong. She knows her family will take her in or find her another place. You know what? I don't think the family's going to step up and let her move in. She must be crazy. Her mom will not let her move in with her. Stepdad will not allow it. Stepdad will put his foot down immediately and say, no. No. And I don't think the sister wants her. And I don't think Aunt Phyllis wants her. So where else is she going to go? Nobody wants Chantal. Nobody wants a 500 plus pound problem in their house who is messy, noisy, difficult. Nobody wants that. No one. Nobody wants that headache. She could go to an extended stay motel. They'll take her. But no one's going to take her in for free. She's damaged the floors, counters, and screens in that place. I know. Wait till they walk in there and see all the damage. They will scream. They'll scream. Have you noticed Pizza's body is the shape of his gaming chair? Oh, my. I haven't watched this stuff lately. Yeah, Buster. Buster doesn't want her. Buster. We love Buster, don't we, guys? Buster is Chantal's mom's dog. Buster hates Chantal. Oh, he hates her. Buster is the original and first hater OG of Girl World. We support Buster over here. Don't we? Like, thumbs up for Buster. Buster is the GOAT. He knew what was up before any of us knew. He was judging. What's she going to do with BG? You know what? I hope that BG gets a proper home. I hope that she finds a nice person who will take the cat and the cat will get proper care for once. It needs to happen. It really needs to happen right now. If Chantal's in bad health, if she cares about the cat at all, she will say, you know what? I love this cat so much. I'm going to do what's right for the cat. I'm going to find someone that can do for her what I can't do for her. It just needs to happen. If something medically happens to Chantal, someone's got to take the cat. So why not do it now? Thank you. His eyes. She thinks she's scot-free because that apartment has a co-signer and she'll leave the debt to whoever helped her get into that apartment. Yeah, that's what I said. I've been saying there's no way that she got into that apartment by herself. Remember back when she was in Kuwait and she said she was looking for a place and they turned her down? I think that she applied by herself to see that she can get in. They turned her down and said, no, come back later when you have better numbers. She found a co-signer. The co-signer had better numbers, better credit, applied again with the co-signer, and the co-signer was the one who helped her get into the place. I think somebody was trying to help her and said, okay, I'll give you 1 year to get your shit together. You got 1 year to figure things out on my numbers. After that, you're on your own. She's had almost a year, and she's no better off than when she first moved in. So that's that. That's where all this talk of like, I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't know where I'm going to go comes from. Because she was, given a certain length of time to be there, and she has not saved her money. She's not prepared for moving out. She just effed off being at the apartment. So like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. And you know what, Chantal? I was thinking about it this morning. You're right on time. So when is her lease up? In November? Okay, so we got July, August, September, October, November. We're on time, aren't we? Did I not clock it? Did I not say it? Didn't I tell you guys? Right on time, Foodie. Right on time. I said when we get down to the wire, the last 2 or 3 months on your lease, you would have that oh shit moment. You're having those oh shit moments because you wait and you wait and you wait. You get down to the wire and then you freak out because you waited too long. And then you start trying to scramble about what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? You start making phone calls. You start calling up the relatives. Hey, can I move in with you? Or, hey, can you help me out? Can you loan me some money? Happens every time. Is she moving? I think she's trying to get out of her lease early, Cinder. Oh, that happened too. According to Chantal, they are raising her rent. I think that she just can't afford the rent anymore. Well, you know what, Shan? On Twitter, somebody pointed out that in Ottawa, they might be doing a rent increase, which is a thing. Sometimes the landlords do raise the cost of the rent. Also, if I remember correctly, Chantal moved in on a rent special. Okay. So I don't think it's a severe rent increase. She moved in on a rent special. They gave her the first 2 or 3 months she didn't have to pay, and then they tack on the 2 or 3 months she's supposed to pay at the end of the lease. It's not on the front end, it's on the back end. So when the lease is up, then the rent goes up to where it's supposed to be. So I think they give you kind of like a little bit of a break to move in. They want you to get established. They want you to like the place. They want you to get comfortable. And then once the lease is up, they're like, oh, now that you've been here for a year and you're all moved in, you probably don't want to leave. So we're going to make the rent where it should be. They're kind of like kind of like a bait and switch kind of thing. But yeah. Hello, I have a Zoom mom. They raised the rent twice in 3 years here, but only by $40, thank goodness. Yeah, that happens. When I renew my lease, my rent went up. It's a normal thing. They're not punishing you, they're just raising the freaking rent. Wish they wouldn't do that. It kind of sucks. Yeah, it's like a teaser rent, right? Like it's a teaser. Landlords aren't stupid. They know that moving is a hassle. They know that it costs a lot of money, but they want to get you in. They want you to stay in the unit or the house for a while. So they tease you. They offer little deals and stuff to get you in, to get you all moved in. Your stuff is there, and because they know like once you're established, once you're in, you probably won't want to leave and go through the same hassle and save up more deposit money and security deposit money for the next move. So they want to get you in there, like once you get in, then it's going to be harder to get out. They know that moving's a pain in the butt. Oh my God. Shan, move to Albuquerque. You and your man. Move. The rent here is cheap. You'll love it. Fuck that Cali rent. I mean, seriously, bye, Cali, bye. Hello, Bella. She better be looking now for housing. To get an idea of where she would go, I have rentals where tenants leave and give me a 30-day notice. Give me time to find new tenants. Yeah, like I've been saying, if you want a place to live, you should be looking right now. Don't wait like 2 weeks before the lease is up. You got to be looking like 2 or 3 months out. Like go on the rental sites, looking at different apartments, looking for anything, seeing what your options are. It takes time to make those phone calls and put those applications in and find out if you're going to get approved. It takes time to go through all of that. You need time to be on that phone. You need time to go on those rental sites. I went through it. It sucked. She thinks she's so special. She shouldn't have to pay rent. But you know what I think what she's looking for? I think she's looking for a place where somebody will just be the caretaker. She's not just looking for a place. She's looking for somewhere that she can move into and somebody else will clean the house and take care of her and take care of her pets and do all the work. She's looking for a live-in caretaker situation and not one that she'll pay. Someone that will just do it because they love her, and ain't nobody going to do that. Have I never eaten any Papa Felipe's? They have oh, no, I haven't. I'll look into it. My rent is $1,300 a month. That's not bad. That ain't bad. That is not bad. Good morning, Mayor. How are you? So are y'all ready to get into the Twitter peeps and her stream? I ain't gonna lie to you. The stream is a bit boring. She does ramble. She's high as balls. I don't know if she was taking any edibles before the stream. Her eyes are glassy, or just her smoking the vape. I don't know what she was high off of, but she had hamburger eyes and her eyes were glassy. It's like, okay, girl, you're coming on camera and you're high. Your rent is $985. Nice. I pay $1,000 for a 3-bedroom apartment. That's a deal. You got a 3-bedroom apartment for $1,000? Oh, did you do some smart shopping? That's unheard of. 3 bedrooms for $1,000? Damn. You got a smart deal. Thank you, Dreary. She would have needed to tell them already if she's staying after 1 year, she would be month to month. You need to give a 2 months notice of leaving, or you'll be taking the LBT for a hearing. I'm still impressed. You found a 3-bedroom place for $1,000. Holy shit. Where the hell are you living? Can I move there? What the hell? How did you find that? What are you doing that I'm not doing? I guess it all depends on the area that you live in and what the landlord wants to do and the taxes. That's pretty impressive though. I'm jealous too, man. Chantal's like, you're all jealous of me. I'm jealous of Missy. My jealousy's going over there. $1,000 for a 3-bedroom place. Damn it, man. I'm green-eyed jealous. Okay. These rents are killing me. No kidding, right? Rent is crazy. You're in Portugal. Okay. Hey, Portugal's beautiful. What? Your landlady's very nice. Yeah, some landlords ain't bad at all. Not all landlords are big meanie heads. Some of them are actually pretty cool. They get it that people got to live and they only have so much money and they want to make a little side hustle. They want to make some side money. So they'll work with you as long as you're reasonable and respectful and you don't damage their stuff. They'll work with you. Booger. Hey, get out of the wires, ma'am. We're doing this early in the morning. Come here. Get out of there. You had your breakfast. All right, so we're going to get into the Twitter peeps, y'all. Ma'am, why are you there? Why? What? Come here. Get out of there. Stop. She's being a booger. All right, we're going to get into the Twitter peeps, y'all. You guys can see what was happening last night, what was going on. Y'all know what time it is now. It is time for the Twitter peeps. All right, we're going to just jump into this thing early in the morning. People are probably still freaking out like, Rose, what are you doing up so early? Because I got stuff I got to do later on. That's why I got to work elsewhere. And I'm going to be busy all day. And I just got time and I'm up early and I had some rest. All right, so for those of you that are on Twitter, you want to follow me there. If you're a Twitter peep, it's Wild Girl Sarah. Those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the peeps for y'all. So you guys can see all this stuff going on Twitter without actually having to be on the Bird app. So let's start with this. And thank you, Fondue Spiteful Beach, saying, Foodie Beauty. Foodie, you're going to get in so much trouble because this person tagged Killiam Tweets, which is her apartment complex. Here is Chantal Sereau, who lives on the 19th floor of Frontier Apartments, smoking in her apartment. Please address her breaking her lease in a non-smoking complex. Bad C Reaction says, liar. So here's the moment where Chantal was on camera, and she, I guess, was blaming stuff on the cat. She was saying, I got to go take care of BG. And reflection, she always gets caught in the reflection. Watch. Okay, I got to turn on. Oh, there she is. Y'all see it? Here's Chantal's blob right here. She's like, I got to go take care of something. There she is right here. So just watch. Uh-huh. She's smoking. Yep. She was smoking inside the house. Yeah, just do your edibles. If you need to take your stuff, you can do it in the form of edibles. And that way you're staying within the rules. You're not breaking the rules. You can take an edible. Yeah, I think so. She's trying to get evicted. You know what, though? I'm going to scream about something else in this clip because she was running around without her pants on. And clearly her window shades are drawn. If you're going to run around your house without your pants on, close the drapes. Close them. Don't nobody want to see you running around half naked. I know you're high up, but still, you don't know who might be looking and they might see the side view. Why are you running around your house with no pants on and your drapes are wide open? That's just nasty. You want to run around your house butt ass naked, fine. Close the drapes. Don't nobody need to see you with your pants off. Okay? Like, you smoking in your house is one thing, but you flashing people is another. You want to run around Winnie the Poohing things, then close your window blinds. Don't nobody need to see that. Lola5 says, Foodie Beauty at YouTube. Be eating on Ozempic as a diabetic is crazy. Foodie's traumatic brain injury says they tagged a bunch of people. So here's the comment. Captain Howdy said, it would be a shame if people reported your hourly feedings to YouTube, considering you're on 2 different types of insulin, metformin, and Ozempic for the type 2 diabetes. Yeah, she's been doing nothing but mowing down food for like the longest. And a lot of people have said, I don't think she's taking the Ozempic. There's no way that she can. If she had more than a few bites of food, she'd be making herself sick. So I don't think she's taking it, y'all. I don't think it's a case of she's eating her way through the Ozempic. I just straight up think she's not taking it. She's just acting like she's taking it, but she's really not. There's no way she could be taking the Ozempic and eating like this. She would make herself ill. Tone Knob Joe says, I love it when Foodie Beauty is all smug and up her own butt about her on her high horse, just to humiliate herself by barely being able to flop that big butt from ceiling to sitting positions. Like, it makes a smug, I'm better than you attitude seem so ridiculous to me. Yeah, we're all jealous of her life, y'all. Even though she's, having to roll off the couch to get up. But we're all jealous of Foodie. And y'all, like, something is seriously wrong with her. Angie Frisori says, you have to have the together part. By this logic, I'm going to grow old with Simon Pegg since we both exist an ocean apart. I'm sure he feels for me what your scam husband feels for you. Nothing But Love says, you're psychotic. So y'all, look what she did. She posted this. We have seen our fair share of drama in our marriage, but it has only made us stronger, growing old together. Are you kidding me? She made herself young and she made him old. When it's the other way around. Yeah, she didn't want to look older. She wanted him to look a little bit older. She wanted to be I want to be the young one. I'm the young one and you're the old one. I'm growing old with Keanu Reeves. You know what, Mrs. P? Hold up. If Foodie is growing old with Salah, that means I get to grow old with Jason Momoa. Okay? I can grow old with Jason Momoa. We can grow old together, the two of us. Keanu Reeves is hot. Like, you and me might have a bit of a fist fight over Keanu Reeves, but you could have Keanu Reeves. I'll give him to you. I'll take Jason Momoa. We can share. All right. You have Keanu. He's cool though. I think he's hot too. But so you grow old with Keanu. I wish you well in your relationship. I'll be there at the wedding. I'll dress, like Trinity in the Matrix, keeping the theme. And you can come see me in the Aquaman wedding when I marry Jason. So, yeah, this is the picture that she made of her and Salah. Yeah. Why would you do this, Foodie? Is this what she wants? She wants to grow old with him. I want to grow old with you. She's nuts. Foodie, the men in the white coats are looking for you. They got a nice jacket you can wear. They're looking to put it on you. I think they got one in your size and they want to, wrap you up nice and tight in it. So yeah, like Foodie's lost her damn mind making these pictures of Salah. Miss Harmony says, oh, it's truly heartwarming and a stunning display of relationship goals. Foodie Beauty decided to grace the internet with an aging filter masterpiece because nothing screams our marriage is stronger than ever, quite like taking a photo and meticulously editing your partner to look like he's lived through 3 lifetimes of regret, while simultaneously smoothing your own face into a blurred, ageless orb. It's a bold, artistic choice. Really captures that growing old together vibe, providing you're the only one allowed to stay eternally youthful while your spouse takes the full brunt of the clock. Truly a master class in delusional digital branding. So we did this. We did this. You're aging him, but not aging yourself. Why not age yourself? Keanu Reeves? Yeah, Keanu Reeves has aged so incredibly well. Oh my God. Like, does he age at all, Keanu? He's so young looking. What I want to talk to his doctors. They're doing a good job with him. He's just an amazing man. Okay, I'm going to get off Keanu. Shan's fault. She got me sidetracked. I'm thinking about Keanu now. All right, so stop that, Shan. Stop it. Damn you. That's her ghost. If Chantal recently, she made the comment like when she's not on camera, she's alone. She's confessed to being lonely. She says, like, I'm a lonely person. I believe her. Although she's choosing to be a lonely person, like she can go out and do whatever she wants to do, but she's a lonely person. And I guess she makes up little delusions in her head about being with Salah and growing old with him. Can we talk about that for a minute? Foodie, you want to be married. Tat. Hey, Tat from Twitter. How are you? You're lovely. I've seen you on Twitter. You're gorgeous. Can we talk about the marriage thing, Foodie? You want to be married. Usually when a person gets married to another person, it's because they feel a bond with them. That person is their best friend before that person is their wife or their husband. You choose a partner that you can live every day with until your last day. But you put yourself in a position where you don't care about your health. You don't care about your body. Anything can happen to you at any time. You want a partner, but you don't want to take care of yourself. So what man wants to marry a woman that doesn't give a shit about her body, is abusing her body, that at any time she could have a heart attack? The only man would want to marry someone like you is someone that's looking to profit off your death or profit off of you before your death. Someone who's in it for the money. They're not in it for the love. They're in it for the money, for the business. That's why you keep finding all these guys that are all about, that take care of me life versus I'll take care of you life. If you don't take care of you, why should a man bother to be with you? You're making all these crazy AI pictures. Oh, we're going to grow old together. Girl, you'd be lucky to see your next birthday. And that's not me being rude. And that's not me being mean to you. You're mowing down the food like nobody's business. You'd be lucky to see your next birthday. Honestly. You might see your next birthday, but you might also be bedbound. What man wants to hook his wagon to all of that? What man wants to get involved with that? Nobody. You want to have a marriage with somebody that you love and you can do things with and you can share your life with, you can share your soul with, not someone that from the jump that within a month or two, they're going to need a caretaker and they're looking at you to be it. They're going to shoulder you with a lot of work and a lot of responsibility and basically be a burden. Fuck that. Nobody wants that. No one. And yet you're not slowing down. For someone who wants a partner so bad, you are not presenting yourself as a good candidate to be a partner. Let's go the other way with this for a minute. Whatever man gets with you, what if something happens to them? Like if they get sick, they need help. You going to be able to help them? God, no. You can barely help yourself. So having a partnership means sometimes I take care of you, sometimes you take care of me. It's equal measure for equal measure. But you want to set things up as it's all about me. You got to take care of me. You got to look after me, but you can't provide the same for your partner. So you're just a big old burden. Silly, it's Leila says, who's going to tell her she's the nastiness, the nasty 2.0 and nasty? Yeah, nasty. She nasty. Let's see how nasty she is this morning.
I will focus more on vlogs, I think. People like this, I don't want these people in my life. Okay, these crazy, psychotic, homicidal idiots like Sasha. They can go get bent. Yeah, I know. I don't want. I'm trying to distance myself from having any nasty, negative, awful people anywhere near me, including social media. And I also don't want people like that in my chat. So I know there's a lot of people who are watchers of reaction channels, whatever you want to do, hate channels. I personally don't want people to talk about that crap in my chat. Even me, I just don't. It's a headache. I don't want anything to do with just no. You know what I mean?
You know what, Foodie? Make up your mind. Make up your mind. You come into chat and sometimes you say, I don't want to hear about the reaction channels. I don't want to know what they're saying. Don't mention them. I don't care about Rosie. Don't talk about her. And then the next stream you talk about the same people that you told your chat not to mention. When it suits you, you bring up those things. So you keep, switching the goalpost. Don't talk about them. Don't mention them. But when I'm in a mood, I'll mention them. So is the rule, don't bring them up unless I bring them up? I think so. I think that's it. I think we got it, y'all. That only bring up things, only talk about things when Foodie brings it up. Then you have permission to talk about it. Any other time, no. No. Horseshoe, good morning, ma'am. Would you like to hear it again, Horseshoe? Hold on. Let me play it again for you, mama.
I will focus more on vlogs, I think. People like this, I don't want these people in my life. Okay, these crazy, psychotic, homicidal idiots like Sasha. They can go get bent. Yeah, I know. I don't want. I'm trying to distance myself from having any nasty, negative, awful people anywhere near me, including social media. And I also don't want people like that in my chat. So like, I know there's a lot of people who are watchers of reaction channels, whatever you want to do, hate channels. I personally like don't want people to talk about that crap in my chat. Like even me, like I just don't, it's a headache. I don't want anything to do with like, just no, you know what I mean? Like I just want like to move on from the nastiness. Like
You want to move on from the nastiness, do you? And yet when you come on camera, you are the nasty. You're the nasty. Hate to break it to you, but you're the nasty. How can you move on from the nastiness when you bring the nastiness on camera with you? You are the nasty. You come on camera in this stream. You were Winnie the Poohing around your apartment with the curtains open, nasty. You were vaping inside your apartment when you know you're not allowed to, nasty. And I also saw in Kiwi Kitten's chat, more than likely you peed yourself on that couch. Honestly, I don't know why you'd want to sit on the couch if you have problems controlling your bowels. So you're sitting on a white/beige couch and you've had issues before controlling your bowels and your pee. So why would you want to sit on that couch without pants on? That's a recipe for disaster. Nasty. You cough and you pee yourself. Your muscles down there are weak, maybe from nerve damage. I don't know. Talk to a doctor. But running around your apartment with the blinds open where anybody can see you, possibly flashing people in the next buildings or down below on the ground, running around flashing yourself potentially, nasty. Sitting there stuffing your face full of food, nasty. You want to talk about nastiness? Don't bring it on camera. Oh, and by the way, Chantal, as far as people hate watching you, that's half your audience. You know that, right? That half the people that are watching you, that are in your chat, they don't like you. You got more than half of your viewers from hate watching. So you want to get rid of all the hate watchers, do you? Well, then goes half your audience. Bye-bye. 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 Yeah, she did, Shan. She sniffed her soiled couch and says she need to clean it. Yeah, she nasty. Who does that? Who sniffs their couch? Ew, my God. Ew, I just had a bath and I need another one. Just thinking about it. Ew. That is so gross, dude. I can't. Sniffing your couch. What is wrong with you? Girl, why don't you get one of them plastic couch covers? Like what grandmas usually have on their couch, and just put it on your couch to keep it clean. Damn it. Ugh. Gross. Yeah. I gotta do it. I know it's early. We gotta do it anyway.
You're nasty. You're nasty. You're a little nasty.
Yeah, you're nasty. Just straight up nasty. Oh, silly, it's Lily said, this is how she'll claim haters calling the building managers, and now she's homeless and has to go to Syria. Not the neighbors who can smell it through the vents or the people in the hallway. No, it will be the haters. You know what, though? Even if the haters did call the management, even if they did reach out to Frontier Apartments by email or by tweet, if you're doing nothing wrong, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? It's like if you're doing nothing wrong and you're not breaking any rules, you got nothing to worry about. But if your ass is over there breaking the rules again, If you've already gotten in trouble with the management because your place was disgusting, yeah, you got something to worry about. So the question remains, Chantal, are you trying to get evicted early? Do you want out of your lease? Because even if they let you out of the lease, it's going to be with a cost. They're not just going to let you out without money being paid somewhere. So whoever your co-signer was, they'll be on the hook for that rent money. And I'm sure they're not going to be too pleased if you cause your fuck shit and that hurts them financially. You're going to hear about it. You are going to hear about it. So are you trying to get out early? Because whoever the co-signer is, they're going to hear about it. They're going to know. Fat Cow, hey Fat Cow, says there's an urban legend all over the freaking internet of a man who took button mushrooms, LSD at a party and thought he turned into a glass of orange juice. She has nothing in her life, so she's stealing stories. You know, if it was true, she would have told us years ago. Yeah, I've been watching Chantal for years. Why haven't we heard about this story before? Why is all of a sudden it coming up now? Hello, Gucci. After a year, it switches to a month-to-month. Here, when you move, you need to give 2 months notice after the lease is up. But she's already complained about that, Gucci. She said, oh, they're increasing the rent. I don't think they're really increasing it so much as the rent is going to be at the normal amount that it should be. I think they gave her a break on the rent when she first moved in because she was also on a rent special. And then once the lease is up, it goes to the normal amount that the apartment would be going for. But yeah, she was bitching about that too. The rent increase, which honestly, the rent increase shouldn't be a problem. This is stupid. You're going to bitch about the rent going up. At the same time, you're spending hundreds of dollars on DoorDash. Speaking of DoorDash, something funny happened, y'all. So apparently Chantal was complaining in the live stream about a quote fraudulent charge on her debit card, $111. You know what that sounds like to me? A DoorDash order she don't want to pay for. I got a fraudulent charge. Nah, I don't think it was fraudulent. I think you bought a hell of a lot of DoorDash and you were trying to get it refunded and DoorDash said no. So if she can afford DoorDash every day, paying hundreds of dollars in DoorDash a day, she can afford the rent increase. You know what I mean? It's stupid that you're bitching about an increase in rent at the same time you're buying DoorDash every day. Right. So it's like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Fat Cow says, I think Foodie Beauty is in trouble with her landlord and has been told her lease will not be renewed and is now defiantly trying to get kicked out sooner because she feels uncomfortable when she's not welcome and to make it their fault. You know what? It doesn't matter whose fault it is. Okay? When you're out, you're out. When you're out, you're out. If you're trying to get kicked out early, it doesn't mean that they're going to say, okay, we want you out sooner. You ain't got to pay anything. Oh, yes, you will. Oh, yes, you will. They'll get that money. They will get it. They'll get it. Her next place is going to be a sizable downgrade. Yep. Yep. And that's what she's avoiding. Foodie likes to live large for vanity's sake, y'all. However we live, she wants to live better. She wants the ability to brag. Narcs love to brag. They love to put on a nice window dressing just so they can brag. Could Foodie live in a damn it, what is it called? Extended stay somewhere and be just fine? Yeah, because honestly, that's all she needs is just a room with a bed. She streams off her phone. Does she need much more than that? No. She could stay in extended stay. Some of them have like kitchen areas and stuff. She could stay in one of those for like 2,000 plus a month and be just fine. No security deposit needed. No, none of that. You just move in and pay month to month. You know what though, Ben? I don't think she could afford a Motel 6. I think the Motel 6 would be out of her price range. They're not cheap rooms anymore. I don't think she could afford the Motel 6, but she could find some place comparable. Hey, listen, there is nothing wrong with staying in an extended stay. Some of them are pretty doggone nice. Some of them have like laundry room areas and continental breakfast and all that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Just because you go in one of those doesn't mean you got to be there forever. You know, it's just a temporary thing until you figure things out. It buys you time. Nothing wrong with where you live and how you live if it makes you happy. Lots of people live in extended stays. So like, I don't need the headache of like, you know, coming up with all this stuff. So she could do that. She can go stay in extended stay somewhere. She's wanting to avoid Gurl World having their comments. And I think it's because of all the comments that she's made about how other people live. Recently, she was, I heard ragging on somebody for living in a trailer. I remember before that she ragged on somebody for living in a she shack. And then, of course, there's FFG talking about her being in a Motel 6. So she has dwelling shamed other people. Well, once you do that, if you live in a, how can I describe it? If you live in a place that is not luxury, yeah, people are going to come back at you with the comments that you made before. She got on to you living in a van. Ain't nothing wrong living in a van. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Lots of people do that. That's fine, man. You know what? There's a lot of people now that are saying screw rent, and they're saying I don't want to deal with rent no more, and they're taking their homes on the road. There are a lot of people, like there's wonderful channels that I watch, people living out of camper vans, and they have like a little mobile home that they take with them. They live just fine. They're happy. They get to travel. They're not chained to a static location. So it's all about what makes you happy. How are you the most happy? What makes you happy? Whatever, van life. Not everybody can do it, but those that can do it, they're happy doing it. I lived in a van to afford the overlords and sleep outside their paddocks. Yeah, and you're happy with your life. You've got Atticus, you've got the big galoot. You've got that criminal spider. You've got your animals. You know, you're living a very fulfilling life. I have friends over here who that hop cruise is all food included. She would save money. There is a story of an older lady that's been living on a boat for like years, and she loves it. Like she's a full-time resident, and she's happy doing it. I have to get the galoot her own van. You're going to have to get her own stall. She's getting so big. What the hell? She must be like part Great Dane or something. You're a big galoot. She's going to be a big girl, like part wolf, dire wolf. Justice for Spider. Toad Knob Joe says, this was the same reason King Cobra got evicted. Rest in peace, King Cobra. He smoked on stream after several other violations have been noted. So I got a feeling that Foodie Beauty not going to get that option to renew her rental agreement if they don't evict her outright. She grew overnight. Wait about a week. Just wait about a week. She'll grow even more. So I didn't know that about King Cobra. He got evicted after he smoked in his place. I know that there was a lot of trouble because of Naked and Laughing. Like she came there and she made a big old ruckus and caused a problem. But so that was a problem for him too. Dang. Didn't know that. Miss Harmony says, it is hilarious how Foodie Beauty pretends to be dealing with a BG urgent situation to get away from the camera, only to stay right there on the couch to smoke her weed vape, completely oblivious to the fact that her reflection is clearly visible in the window, revealing exactly what she was doing. You know, she could have been smart and gone to the bathroom and did it, but no, dumbass. Doesn't want to be bothered to waddle to the bathroom and like try to hide anything, but let's watch the clip.
PG, stop. Stop. I'm not going in there. Oh, damn it. Pajamas.
So there's her reflection. There she is vaping. And Foodie, can I just say, as someone that I have lived in apartment buildings before, I live in one now. When you live in a building and there's other people around you, your sense of smell goes up. You can smell when your neighbors are cooking food. You can smell when somebody's burned something on their oven. So if you can smell when somebody's burned something on their oven, like there's some burnt food, or if they're cooking a meal and you know exactly what they're eating without even being in their house, you can smell that green smoke. Like you just be in your house and go, what is that? You know, and it's one of your neighbors doing something. Well, they burned something, they're smoking something. You can smell it. It comes through the vents. So don't think that you're being sneaky smoking the vape and nobody's going to know. Now everybody knows. There's video proof of what you did. Yep. So there's the footage again. She was smoking on camera. Peopleville says, never change Foodie. She simply cannot go without breaking the rules. Smoking in the flat. Again, we've already saw that. Queen Jellybean says, I wonder if when Foodie Beauty was talking to the bank about the fraudulent out-of-country charges made on her account, she mentioned that she has a love scammer she fake married back in Syria that she lets use her card, and that she used to give her debit card to strangers. They could go to Lebanon and bring her back money. It's crazy how weird things would happen with her account. She's so careful. You know, normally when there's fraudulent charges on your card, this is what would normally happen. Don't you normally cancel that card? Wouldn't that be like the first thing you do? If you're looking on your bank account, yes, you dispute the charges, but then the bank says, okay, there are fraudulent charges on your account. Let's cancel this debit card. You come in, get a whole new account, get a whole new card. That way this can't happen again. So if she's got fraudulent charges on her card, why isn't she canceling the card and getting a whole new account? That way it can't happen again. But no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Mine too, Fred. My bank flags weird charges and calls me immediately. Yeah. Most banks, they have it set up to where like they see anything weird, they let you know right away. They might even freeze your card or freeze your account right away. There's a lot of banks have like an algorithm type system where they'll look at normal charges. They see anything weird, they'll immediately freeze your account, and they let you know through email what they've done. So Why didn't her bank do that? Yeah, they locked the account. And they feel like there's fraudulent activity. So her story ain't adding up. Snarky Priest. Hey, Snarky. Foodie Beauty is absolutely insane. She uploaded 2 pics today of her and Sally, and I'm dying. Here you go, Cootie. Fixed it for you. Oh, and don't worry about the wrinkles. You won't make it to the old age portion of your fantasy. Even your chat GPT knew that, and it didn't age you up. So here are the AI pictures. We've seen those. Here's the real version. Okay. Here's the reality, Foodie. Here's the reality of the situation. This is really what's up. This right here is more accurate to today. This is more of an accurate picture of both of them. I mean, because have we ever seen Salah without her filters? Because when she uses the filters on herself, it works on him too. And I think that's why he always liked to look at himself in the camera, because he's like, wow, I look so much better with the filters on. What does he look like without the filters? I'm sure his face looks a lot different without all her doggone filters. So that this is more of an accurate picture. She lives in a fantasy. You know why she lives in a fantasy? Because she'll never get the reality. She will never get a real marriage. She'll never have a real husband. She will never have someone that will spend the rest of their life with her. Like, she's living in a fantasy because there's no possibility of it becoming a reality. The skin is still too clear. But this is more the reality, Foodie. You look like... Never mind, I'm not going to say it. Rubber Crazy Troll Band says, kind of sad she has to create AI pictures. Prepare for a breakup in the next few weeks. Well, if she's smart, she would do the breakup right now. Honestly, it's time. The longer this goes on, the more ridiculous it looks. I mean, what's the point? He's not in Canada. She can't go back to Syria. He doesn't want to be with her. He doesn't want to be her caretaker. So why not just do it now? Just say we're done and be her true, authentic self. I was listening to her like during that rant that she did, and she was saying, oh, the reaction channels, they want me to go back to being unhappy. Chantal, you're unhappy either way. You were unhappy being your true, authentic self, but you're also unhappy pretending to be someone you're not. You're not a happy person. You're not happy playing a character, especially a restrictive character where you have to wear, the clothing and pretend to be a Muslim woman. That's not who you are. You're being very disrespectful to the Muslim people and the Muslim faith by pretending to be something that you're not. And you're happier being yourself. So if you can get a measure of happiness, why wouldn't you go for it? You've always been a person that you don't like rules, you don't like restrictions, so why put them on yourself? No one is saying you have to go back to doing the rugs and, being intoxicated. But girl, you're already intoxicated. You come in front of the camera high. So what's the difference? You're either high and intoxicated in a hijab or high and intoxicated without it. So there's really no difference here except the change in clothing. Just be yourself. But you're unhappy no matter which way you go. Fondu Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty, how delusional. You chose to leave him behind in a war-torn country so you could eat yourself to death on a floor mattress daily and be comfortable. And he would rather stay in a war-torn country cheat daily, and flood inboxes women across the globe for money. And you left him behind. Oh, okay. This I love this. Mama cat gladly adopts a baby cat. This makes me happy. Look. Got to turn off the sound. Oh. Mama's like, give me that. Give me the kitty. I'll take care of it. This is mine. This is my baby. That's so sweet. I can't. Mama said, give that to me. That belongs to me now. Mine's. Can I has? That's the sweetest thing ever. Instant adoption right there. She's like, I don't care that it's a little ball of sunshine. That's my ball of sunshine. Give it to me. Cowboy Dog says, I've decided to post this reminder every time Chantal mentions salsa. And I'm going to play it. So thank you, Cowboy Dog. It says, point of view, you just scammed money from a disabled child for some Outback.
Girl, fuck them kids and fuck you too. Girl, fuck them kids and fuck you too.
Yep. So remember what she said about, I gave money to the family, not all of it. You kept enough money to get that room, and you kept enough money to get some Outback Steakhouse. How much did that cost you? How much was that meal by itself? Not counting the other, meals that you got while you were there, because I'm sure that wasn't the only one. How much money did you give them? Like what, $20? And you kept the rest for yourself? Who even knows how much you gave them? You probably didn't give them much. Rubber Crazy Troll Band says, Foodie Beauty claims someone charged $111 or whatever to her bank account. She does the lying eye dart the whole time. I'm going to assume she ate a meal she disliked, but DoorDash won't refund. Good. You know what DoorDash needs to do? They need to basically ban her account. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. All the times that she's asked for refunds, I'm really surprised they haven't flagged her account and blocked her. Hello, Blue Eye. Yesterday's stream, if you listen to her, she says it was to help the family and then comes out and says, we're family. We had to help the family, which means we helped ourselves to the money. Yet Foodie's a cheap bitch. She probably threw the family like $20-$30 and kept the rest for herself. She accused a delivery driver of stealing her groceries twice. Let me tell you something. Okay? I do Postmates. I don't have a car. So I do Postmates, and I appreciate the people who do Postmates and Uber Eats because they're helping me out with the groceries. There's certain things that I can't carry home by myself. I can go out and get certain things by myself, but certain things are just too heavy, like Booger's cat litter and big bag of cat food. I'm little. I can't carry 20 pounds of cat litter and 15 pounds of food home by myself, not the distance I have to walk. So I'll use Postmates. Postmates drivers, when they deliver your order, whether it's a fast food order or groceries, they take a picture to show that they dropped it off. Like they confirm it. Like I delivered the groceries. It's here. They take a picture. They confirm it with Uber Eats that it was delivered. It was dropped off. No, I don't have a car. I don't drive. That's a long story in itself. Not because I did anything wrong. I had a phobia about driving. I just don't have a car. So I have people, they deliver things for me, and I appreciate their service. But every time you get an order, they hand it off to you. Or if they don't, they take a picture to show that it was delivered in the location that it was supposed to go. That way, none of this shit happens. They can't be accused of stealing. They even confirm that it's you. Sometimes they may even ask for a word, or like, what is your name? Like, what is your name? I want to make sure that I deliver to the right person. There's all kinds of ways of confirmation. So what does she mean that he didn't drop her stuff off? She's just trying to scam. That's not possible. Miss Harmony says, Foodie Beauty, two meal DoorDash day. Yeah, so she was doing all this, eating the food. Ugh. Oh, some of you guys might be interested to know. Dave's World says, apparently, Ottawa has SWAT teams patrolling the parks, handing out $500 minimum fines. That's a lot of fast food deliveries she'd miss out on. Maybe her Beezers will warn Foodie with a crayon sign or something. Really? Uh-oh. Is that true? In Ottawa, smoking cannabis in public is illegal in many areas, and the fine depends on whether the offense is prosecuted under provincial law or city bylaw. First offense is up to $1,000 fine. Oh, subsequent offenses up to $5,000. Oh, damn. They don't play. The city's smoking and vaping bylaw prohibits smoking and vaping cannabis in the same places where tobacco is banned. Minimum fine, $500 for smoking cannabis in a prohibited area. Enforcement is carried out by law officers, and the city has dedicated SWAT teams to target cannabis smoking in parks and other public spaces. Tip: if you are caught, note whether the bylaw officer or police is enforcing the rule, as this will determine whether fine applies. Yikes. Ooh, so she can get fined for doing that? A rumble in my bottom. Hey, Rumble. February 2022, was listening to old stuff and one sentence jumped out at me. Quote, this is not a normal tit-for-tat relationship. Tit for tat, quid pro quo is absolutely not normal for an alleged romantic relationship. It is so wild that Foodie Beauty thinks it is. So this is an older clip of her back in the Villa days. Let's see what she's got to say.
And emotional abuse, like that's the thing. This is not just like a normal tit for tat relationship. That's how I feel like I've treated it. And that's how I feel like other people see it. This was an abusive relationship. Very.
Fuck you. I'm sorry. Impulsive. That just came out. My bad. I was saying bad words. Go ahead, though.
Very abusive. Like textbook almost. The cycles that, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry. I just get angry when she tries to paint the relationship that she had with Nader as being abusive, when it was a relationship by choice. She chose to see him. She chose to hang out with him. She chose to drive to his house, whether it was in Gatineau or Montreal. She chose to be around that man. She chose to pay his bills. She chose to buy him things. She chose to buy his groceries and make a channel and put him on it and film the content and do the thumbnails. All of those were choices. So once you make choices like that, you are not a victim. Victims don't get to choose. They don't get to choose their suffering. She chose her suffering. She walked into it. She connected it to her bank account. So once you do that, how can you be a victim? If you choose to do something and keep doing it. What's the definition of insanity, chat? The definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. So she was insane. And she chose her insanity. And she kept choosing it. But going back to the original point of the tit for tat relationship, if you're in a relationship, it's not about tit for tat. It's about you're with somebody, they're with you, and you both do things with each other and for each other. It's not a scoreboard where you're keeping score of what they do versus what you do. You're not racking up points and seeing how many points your partner has. Who's got less and who's got more. That's not how it should be. And I think she was talking about things like tit for tat because she's a narc, and narcs do keep score. And they rack up points because they want to hold those things over your head. They purposely do things so they can hold them over your head so they can have the upper hand. Every generous thing they do, it's leverage. They're looking for leverage. Look at all that I've done for you. I did this and I did that and I bought you this and I took you there and I bought this meal and I got this sack of groceries. Leverage. These are not acts of generosity or love. It's transactions that turn into leverage, emotional leverage. They want to get emotional leverage over you, so they use financial things to accomplish that. Bitch, that's not what a real relationship is. That is wanting control. She wanted control over Natter. And this little gluttonous black widow spider weaved her web around him. She weaved it well. Just spinning her little silk around him. She got with him. First phase, I'm going to look like a really generous person, a really nice person, which she wasn't, but that was the cover. She sent in her representative. She was not herself. I'm going to put on a more improved version of myself to fool you. Second phase, I'm going to encourage you not to work. I'm going to play the part of the generous girlfriend. You don't have to go to work. I'll give you $300 to not go to work. And I'm going to get you used to not doing anything and just spending time with me. And you don't have to work. I don't want you to work and spend your time at work and be around other people. I am going to get you used to a cushy life where you don't have to work. I want you to get well used to it and get to a place where you don't want to go back to it. That's part of the trap. I'm going to get you used to not doing anything because I want you to get real codependent on me. So she lets things go on for a while, like paying for everything. And then once that person's gotten real used to doing nothing, then they're fully codependent on her. And then she gets control. That's what she wants. That's what she's looking for. To where they have no urge to go out and be independent. She wants them fully codependent. And then she can, show out her true self. Oh, you're codependent on me and I can be a bitch right now. She wants that control. She tried to get control of Natter. It never happened because he never really buckled. Dave's World says, I think Foodie Beauty is panicking about her apartment. Possibly a rent increase, 90-day notice. Let's see. So here's some info about the rent increases in Ottawa. Ottawa's rent increase in 2025 have been modest compared to national trends, but still above the provincial guideline. Under Ontario's Residential Tenancies Act, most landlords can raise the rent by no more than the annual rent increase guidelines, 1.9% for 2027 without board approval. providing at least 12 months have been passed since the last increase or since the tenancy began. Well, that's like a normal thing. Like it happens everywhere. The rent increases. It's not just in Ottawa. So that's it for the Twitter peeps. Her downfall will start with location, location, location. Yep. If she's looking for a place to stay, she better start looking right now. She better be spending every second on that phone, online, looking at the apartment rental sites, looking to see what's out there. Maybe she could find a place on Craigslist. Oh, those are full of ripoff artists too. The Facebook, Craigslist, full of scammers. That they say, yeah, I got this place and the rent is so low that it makes you suspicious. Go ahead, Foodie. Look on Craigslist. Look on Facebook. Yeah, I encourage that. Now we're going to go on to the live stream. And shout out to Kiwi Kitten because she captured it. There's Foodie. So anybody that's not familiar with Kiwi Kitten, y'all check her out. Sub up to her. Give her a like. Because I sometimes go over to Kiwi Kitten's lives and hang out. Y'all might see me there just raising hell about Foodie. So shout out to Kiwi Kitten. So there's Foodie. She's got the red lipstick on. Clickbait. She wasn't raging. She wore the lipstick, but she wasn't raging. She was just the opposite. She was high. Back in 2008, when Craigslist was kind of legit, I found the best condo and stayed there for 5 years, private owner. You can't find that anymore. No, it's full of scammers. I know this because not too long ago, I was looking around for places to stay and looked on Craigslist, and pretty much every place I ran into was a scammer. If I saw a place that the rent looked very sus, what I would do, if they provided an address, I would go and do a search online to see if there were rentals with that same rent amount. 9 times out of 10, I would find that address with the rental price, but the rental price was much higher. So somebody was trying to scam doing that. So if you go online looking for a place to stay, do an address check and see if there are other rental listings with that same rent. If you see one listing with like say $900 rent, if you see another one with like $2,000 rent, the $2,000 rent might be the authentic renter versus the fake renter. So that's just a little tip from me. But here's Foodie and she's high on her as balls again. What do you got to say, Foodie? What are you doing?
Eating Rice Krispie treats are so good. I haven't had those in years.
Shut up.
I forgot to draw Bruce for the story. Hey, 3 Dot. Pizza. Pizza is not very greasy though, eh? It's like...
So we're starting out the stream talking about food. Yay. Again, next.
An anime thing.
What's with the Christmas cushion? What's with the Christmas cushion? It's still out. Not too long ago, I did a retro react showing the Christmas cushion, pointed out that's the same cushion that we saw in that infamous video from Natter. And the dumb bitch wore the green shirt. And ever since then, she's had it out. She was watching me. She won't get rid of it now. There's no reason for that cushion to be out.
People who turn into trees? I thought I was turning into a tree when I smoked LSD.
Boom! There it is. She smoked LSD. I heard her say that, and I'm like, now I know you're lying. You don't smoke Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, you dumb bitch. Never. Anybody who's ever done it does not smoke it. You don't smoke it. Because if you tried, it would burn your lungs up. You don't take it that way. I'm not saying how you take it, but it ain't like that. If you know, you know, or you can find out. You don't smoke it though. I smoked it and I thought I was turning into a tree. Listen, I've done it. I've tripped balls. Never once did I think I was turning into a tree. For those who haven't done it, what is it like? What's the effect? You feel very whoa, and you might look at the ceiling and it looks like there's like waves of light. It looks like ocean waves. It's actually pretty cool. Like, you put your hand like this and you feel like you see light coming off of it, but you don't feel like you're turning into a tree. If you feel like you're turning into a tree, you might be doing something else, but it ain't that. Like everything looks a little bit different, but nothing that'll freak you out. Like unless you walk in a room full of action figures and you feel like they're about to move and you're like, bro, this is freaky. I'm going to get out of here. But she's lying. I smoked it and I feel like I was turning into a tree. Never once did I have that feeling. Never. It's really cool if you day trip and you walk outside, everything looks green, very vibrant and green. You look up and you see a seagull and there's an aura of light around the seagull. Everything looks beautiful, but you don't feel like you're turning into a damn tree. Stop it. This is Foodie desperate to have something to talk about. So she's trying to come up with some cool, like, man, I was tripping once and this cool thing happened to me story. It fails when you lie about it.
And fucking ate a shroom chopsicle. I was going like this. And it felt like my hand was starting to become like the roots of a tree and going into my head. And I was like, whoa, it was like really friggin' weird. You want EP?
Okay, I'm going to go back for a minute because I want to hear one detail about what she just said. Hold up. I'm fact checking her on this story. Because she said she did shrooms too.
Oh god, an anime thing? People who turn into trees? I thought I was turning into a tree when I smoked LSD and fucking ate a shroom chopsicle.
That's what I thought she said. Okay. For those who have never done the button mushrooms, let me tell you, they taste like shit. They are nasty. The mushrooms are nasty. They're nasty. They taste horrible. Yeah, they don't taste very good. Yeah, they do. They taste nasty. That's why a lot of people brew a tea with them, because sometimes the button mushrooms will make you feel nauseous. So rather than eat them, you make a tea. You'll make a tea instead. You can still get the effects with a tea. But how to describe Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, how that varies from button mushrooms. This is how I describe it. The Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, the genie is outside the bottle. Okay, you see the pretty colors and all that. The button mushrooms is more of an inside trip. The genie stays inside the bottle. Yeah, it's more of a spiritual thing. So, like, I feel like I was turning into a tree with button mushrooms. You must have a fucked up soul to have that happen to you. Because I've taken the button mushrooms. That didn't happen to me, ma'am. But it's more of an inside. Like the button mushrooms is more like an inside thing. And the Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is more of an outside visual thing. I do know a lot about it because I've done it before. But this was like 20 plus years ago. A long, long time ago. And that's how I know this bitch is lying. She a lie.
I was going like this. And it felt like my hand was starting to become like the roots of a tree and going into my head. And
And Greg coming in with some facts. You can't smoke Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds even. It destroys the chemical, right? Right?
I was like, whoa, it was like really friggin' weird. You want EP Pepe? Yeah. Hi, Glitter Quee. She's Quee. I don't watch Chelsea Lee. I know who she is though. I mean, I've watched some things of her, like some clips. Hey, Scrimbled. Like when she gets kicked out of places. Stuff like that. No, you're a quee. I love the word quee now.
Look at her. Look how hamburgerized she is. Holy shit. Her eyes are just barely open, like, man. Like her eyes are just about swollen shut. Look. What? Maybe she took an edible before she came on camera. I don't know what she did, but she's somewhere else right now in her head.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah, I know her. You asked me if I watched her. I gave my friend some and I text her like an hour later. I'm looking at the coolest tree in my neighbor's yard. Yep. Thank you, Kitty Robs, for the gift. No one's as entertaining as me, mashallah. Thank you. Thank you, Scrimbled. I'm late to the game, but somebody explained to Melinda about how the emojis work. I forget. Thanks, Mike. Mashallah. Thank you, guys. Hey, Cheesy Yum Yum. Hey, Lollipop. Hi there. What are these things? I'm not going anywhere.
Thank God.
Thank you, Ophelia. Okay, so there's a treasure. I never remember the instructions you guys give. My eyes are red. Let me see. What the fuck? Stop it. My teeth are yellow. Oh, 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 oh. Kitty rocks. Thank you. Yeah, I think so too. Like jewel tone, like I don't know what jewel tones means, but like rubies and sapphires, emerald, colors like that. Because if you have it depends like on your complexion, eye color, hair color, stuff like that.
She's been told that before. She's just parroting what other people have told her. Everybody has told her, like, stay away from the light colors. It's no good for your skin tone. She's just parroting what other people have said.
But I had my colors done like before at MAC, and they suggested, hey, victim of timeout. Damn, you're high as fuck. I'm medicated. Vicky. Yeah, can we call you Vicky? Evie. She's a high queen. You freaking beezer. Okay, I'll tell you the story of Bruce, okay? Is everyone ready? You're not going to think it's very much, but okay. Yeah, there's enough people, so I don't have to repeat myself. Yeah, I know.
Okay, here comes the fake phony story.
Blicky. Do you guys remember I told you a story time? I wish Shannon was here because Shannon was there and this other girl that we hung out with at the time. We got invited to, at the time, Shannon was like, I can't remember if she was with Jay. We'll call him Jay. No, because she did also have an ex Jay. Not Jay, Jack. We'll call him Jack. We got invited to his party, and it was the first time I ever did shrooms. I told you guys the story about that, right? You don't remember?
Again, my thoughts before she even says a word. I think this is Foodie's attempt to give the impression that she hung out with people. She was a lot of fun. They had fun doing butt mushrooms. Like, this is her version of the way back in the day, I did cool things with cool people and I was a lot of fun and they hung out with me and we had fun together. Like, I had good times when I was younger. Story.
Remember? Fucking, oh, hi, Weird Barbie.
Hey, Hale.
Or maybe it wasn't the first time. I don't remember. Anyways, we got invited to a party where it was like a shroom party. We were going to do shrooms.
Oh, really? Hold on. Interesting. Suzanne says FFG showed a video of her being at a party in 2017 or so. That's why she's talking about it. Well, that makes sense. She watches everyone and she's always looking for ideas, for content, like what she can talk about versus coming up with new content, fresh ideas, doing fresh things we've never seen before. Like, let's go back in the past and look for inspiration.
Magic mushrooms, whatever the fuck you want to call them. So then, like, all three of us walked there, and it was like in the worst apartment ever, especially when you're high. It was like one of those like fucking party houses only. There was like no comfort level. It was like literally felt like you were partying in a cardboard box that's been beaten down in the rain a few times. Like, it's just like, and it's small and smoky, and they're playing fucking loud, like shit, like Linkin Park or something like that. You know? But at this time, Bruce was living with them. And what's odd about that is that Bruce was like fucking 50. No, I'm doing it now, Barbie. To a party at Shannon's ex's party house. It was like, hey, Red Lipstick. Hey, Lame Flame. Hey, everybody.
Interesting. Job says, didn't Nad sell her shrooms because she wanted to try them? Am I wrong? I can't remember if she tried them for the first time because of him, but if she told him that was the first time she was trying them, but she's telling this story from when she was younger, one of them is the lie. She lied somewhere. Either she did it back in the day, or she lied to him when she said, I'm trying it for the first time.
Hey, Nova. Aren't I proud of what? Yes. So then, it's going to take me forever. So then.
And here's where my mind is getting stuck. We've been watching her for years, right? Some of us have been watching her for many years. I know I have. Why is it that we never heard this story before? She's told many, many stories. Why is it only now that we're hearing about this story? If it were true. Yeah, I know she's making it up on the fly, and you can tell, Leanie, because I just sat there and I told you guys some real stories, and I wasn't like, you know what I mean, and like stopping and starting and thinking about it. Like it's taken her forever to tell this fucking story. And Foodie's, got cholesterol floating around her 2 brain cells. The poor things are struggling. She can't remember much, but all of a sudden she remembered the story from like long ago. Please stop.
Anyways, this Bruce guy, I thought I told you about him. I wish Shannon was here. I think it's one of those you had to be there moments. This guy was like, he was 50 and we were like friggin' 16, okay? But he lived with them because he was like a bum and he had nowhere to go and he was like, I don't know, anyways. So he was supplying the shrooms for the night. What color?
Okay, wait a minute. Let's put the brakes on. To this 50-year-old man that sells shrooms, he got nowhere to go. Wouldn't he be dealing? If he's got no money, he's got nowhere to go, and he's got something in his pocket that other people want, why wouldn't he sell them? I mean, none of this makes sense, does it? If you're someone you have nowhere to go, you ain't got no money, you got something in your pocket other people may want, wouldn't you sell it? Why are you going to give it away? Did I see her community post about wanting diet advice? That's her just trying to act like she gives a damn about her health. She don't care. She just doesn't care. So why bother asking? She's going to eat what she wants to eat anyway.
I think fucking probably fire color. You relate to this story? Oh, fuck, man. There's always that one loser bum 50-year-old hanging around a bunch of teenagers because he's fucking stunted and nobody else wants to have him in society except people who can use him to buy fucking booze because they're...
This bitch just described herself. She just described her damn self. It does. It sounds like her. Her being used to buy things because she's such a loser. Chantal, when you were with Natter, you bought everything for that man, including the party favors for you both. You would stop at the liquor store and buy booze for that man. You bought rugs for that man. You bought rugs from him. He was overcharging you and making even more profit. You paid $300 for button mushrooms, you dumb bitch. Saying that the Coca-Cola that he sold you is high quality. How would you know? He probably sold you some baby powder mixed with baby aspirin and you thought it was the good shit. You bought everything for that man. You paid his rent. You bought him an iPhone. You bought him an iPad. You made an entire channel for him. You did his content. You made the thumbnails. You bought his groceries. You're still buying his groceries. All them sexy groceries. You bought those. You're still paying.
They're underage. Like that kind of guy. So, sorry, okay, I'll try to speed it up. Anyways, I wanted to draw a picture of him so it won't be the same, but he was supplying the shrooms and it was the way he talked. So like Shannon and I still reminisce about this and laugh about it forever. But I'm going to try to describe what he looked like, I guess, instead of drawing him. Should I try to draw him? Anyway, I can't find my paper, but think of like Mr. Mackey from South Park, like a big, weirdly round, big dome.
Okay, she just told on herself. So this character that she's describing, she took it from South Park. She literally just said it. Think of this guy from South Park. That means you saw this character on South Park and you made him the character in this story. You saw this character on South Park and thought, oh, I'm going to put this guy in a button mushroom story. Okay, keep going.
Like Jack Skellington, like a skeletal body and like a huge ass fucking weird head. Okay? Meaty nipples. I thank God he had like a t-shirt on, but anyways. So yes, weird pervy like that. And his glasses needed to be replaced like 30 fucking years ago. Indiana Girl, imagine. They were thick Coke bottles. Like, they could probably be bulletproof. Like, people would be shooting him and he'd be like, ha, motherfucker, my glasses are thick. They're thick and they had like nicotine stain because this guy was a chain smoker and hey, YouTube lover, you know the fucking chain smoker starter kit, that one finger that's like orange, like really cheddar, like Cheeto cheddar, and then their glasses are like stained nicotine. They have like that tint of yellow.
Yeah, you're right. She's doing too much. She's doing way too much. I know, Tat, she's so cringe. This is so cringe. This story is already so cringe.
You know? Yeah. Anyways, he was like one of those. No offense if you're like that. You rock your Cheeto finger or whatever. Anyways. And he had some shrooms. So anyways, we were like asking him about the shrooms. And it's the way he talked. When he talked, it looked like he was thirsty, like he'd been crawling in the desert for like 4 fucking days straight. His mouth, now that I think about it, at the time I was too innocent, but now when I look back, he had some really fucking strong pasties from some kind of drugs he was taking. Poor guy. Yeah, no hate towards Bruce. I'm just being descriptive. Anyways, so
that's because you're telling a story, you're trying to make it interesting. So let's really over exaggerate some details about a made up character that you're making up in your head as you go. Like you're trying to do storytelling, but you're doing it all wrong because you're spending way too much time describing a person versus getting to the actual meat and potatoes of the fucking story. You're a bad storyteller, Foodie. Really bad. You suck at this.
So he had like no lips. His lips, he was so like parched. They were like this, revealing all his teeth. And his teeth were I just remember them being uniform. And when you're on shrooms, like seeing somebody that's very strange symmetrically is really a trip. Yeah, it's Smeagol. No, all his teeth were the same square shape, small squares, but they were orange too because of his smoking, you know? So I hope you're picturing, and he was very emaciated. You know, like honestly. So anyways, and then he talked like this.
So I'm confused. Was she on smoked LSD or was she on shrooms? Which one was it? Because she's described 2 different substances here. I smoked LSD, and on top of that, I did this shroom. So you did both? You did LSD and shrooms? Girl, if you were doing both, how could you focus on anything? If you were doing both, you could have looked at a table and had an entire conversation with the table. Like you did with Tom the other night. So which is it? Were you doing LSD or were you doing the shrooms? I already know you weren't doing the LSD because you said you smoked it, you dummy. You don't smoke that. But the button mushrooms, and you're like, you're seeing all kinds of stuff. I'm sorry, like I said, I have done the mushrooms, and you don't get the outside visuals like that. It's more of an inside trip. Like everything looks normal, but you close your eyes and you're somewhere else. So what she's describing might happen if you did Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. But according to her, she didn't do it because she smoked it. And if you smoke it, it's going to destroy the chemicals and it's going to fuck up your lungs. So were you doing the shrooms or were you doing the LSD? Huh? Make up your mind.
He would always squint, even though he had Coke bottles. He was still squinty. Like, I don't know what the fuck, buddy. There's no fucking hope. Just like declare yourself legally blind at this point. There's no more thickness. So he would still be squinty and like, and we're like, Bruce, what are the shrooms like? Like, what does it kind of taste like? So he was trying to describe what they tasted like, and he would look at it like he would squint when he would talk to us, and his teeth are all showing, and he's like, oh my god, when I think about it.
She's laughing because she knows she's lying. She's telling this lie, and she's laughing because she's like, all these people in my chat are believing my bullshit. She thinks that's funny. I'm telling this great big lie to people, and they're believing me that I actually did this. Yeah, shrooms are more swimmy. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is more geometric, right?
Sorry. Oh my god, I hope you're watching this, Shannon. I'm having my own moment here. So he was like, yeah, it's like this. The way he was very raspy. Like he was like a ghost already. He was a raspy ghost. It's a little bit chewy. So, anyways, I didn't have a problem with Bruce. I thought he was kind of cool. He was interesting. Oh yeah, and he was a ginger. Like he had really red hair. Like he was bald on the top of the dome, but then he had that wraparound, kind of like Dennis Rader. It was like fire red. And his eyelashes were red too.
Hey, D Cool.
And then, but Shannon was gross the fuck out by him. I don't know why, but at one point she's like, I'm so cold. She was like tripping or something. So then Bruce was like, here. So he took his sweater and she went like this. You had to see her face. He draped the sweater over her arms, but she couldn't bring herself to move. Like, she was so grossed out.
Oh, God. That is such bullshit. She couldn't move while she was tripping. You can move. It's not like you taking it and then you can't move. Everything feels slowed down, but you can still move. You're like, yeah, man, thanks. Like you feel very relaxed. Like, yeah, but you can do normal things when you're under the influence.
Oh my god. So that was us tripping in that little shithole apartment in the east end of Cornwall. It's like one of those you had to be there things. When I think about it, like every single party I've ever been to as a teenager, do the price you pay in Bruce's voice. That's the price you pay.
So stupid.
Oh my god. Kids, this is your brain on drugs. Holy crap. Sorry for the holy. Stuff fell out. The whole parking lot is packed at the theater. And I was checking. Hey, Positive J. Hey, Debrat. I was checking
Yep. Trauma.
tomorrow, and it's all sold out again. Almost. There's just the front seats. Who the hell wants to sit there? So,
Was this a TikTok story? You know what? I don't know. I haven't been on TikTok. I don't go on there a lot. But there is like the urban legend story. And I heard it like over 20 years ago. Well over 20 years ago, of a guy who was tripping balls. He thought that he was a glass of orange juice. And so his friends tipped him over and he died. Because he honestly thought he was a glass of orange juice. That's an urban legend. That's been floating around for like over 2 or 3 decades. So I don't know if that was her inspiration, but I heard that like way, way back.
like, why are people going to see this 800 times in a row? Chucky Finster. Yes, he kind of looks like, yeah. The Odyssey. Oh my god, Foodie fan, that's my favorite Pepe. What is that kind? Subterfuge Pepe? Hi, Okey Pokey. How are you? Sorry, guys. Wait.
You know, it's blowing my mind right now. How can you be high, tell a story about being high, and still be boring? How do you do that? You get under the influence to talk about being under the influence, and you're still boring. How do you manage that? Being under the influence, talking about a past story of being under the influence, and it's not interesting. It's not interesting at all. I give this a thumbs down.
Is it good? So it's really good. So people are going to see it more than once, I bet you. Ought to see these nuts. Oh, I gotta pee and I don't want to get up.
Oh God, we know what that means. I gotta pee and I don't want to get up. Well, poor couch.
So anyways, what's going on, guys? Just pee. No.
And you know what, Annie? She does that all the time. She tells stories from like 20 years ago. She has to go all the way back to her childhood to find things to talk about because there's absolutely nothing going on in her present day. Although she could come up with interesting stories in her present day, if she got her big butt off the couch and actually did something, she could have plenty to talk about. You know, she's living in a building with a pool, with a workout room that she's been paying for months and she's never used. You know, she's living in an area where there's things to do. There's a movie theater. She can go shopping. There's parks nearby. I mean, there's things to do. She could rent a car with some of her DoorDash money and find something to do. But she's got to go all the way back to when she was a kid to find something remotely interesting to say. And she wonders why her views suck.
I miss that. I miss that kind of friendship in a way.
Mm-hmm.
The kind where, like, you know, like growing up, you have like I had like a lot of friendships, like very good, close friendships, where you do everything together. You know, like everything.
You know, I was listening to this part of the live stream last night, and that kind of stuck out to me, her saying that. And what I heard underneath the words was, I'm a lonely person. I am constantly alone, and I wish I had friends to hang out with because I don't have anybody to hang out with. I'm just all by myself in this apartment, and I don't have anybody. And you know what, Chantal? Again, that is by choice. You are choosing this life. You're living this life because you chose this life. You choose to be alone. You choose that your only interaction is with people online because your thinking is, I don't want to interact with people unless they give me money or unless I can make money off of it. You don't do anything for pleasure or for free. You want to put a price on everything. And the price you're paying for that is loneliness. But again, that is something that you're choosing. You're allowed to do things for free just because you enjoy them. It doesn't have to be on camera. It doesn't have to be, I will do something if you give me money, you send me money through PayPal. You can balance out your online life with an offline life where you do things just because you want to do them. But that's not you. You want to monetize everything. So you are choosing this loneliness that you have.
Chicken tacos? You too, YouTube lover? You wish you could be my friend in real life. Aw. Thank you. When you're young, your friends are your life. Yeah. They are. I miss having a bestie like that. Like telling all your secrets to each other.
Yeah. Like, again, I was listening last night. I'm like, okay, I can hear it. I can hear the loneliness in her voice. She's feeling very lonely. That's what this is. She's feeling really, really lonely. It doesn't have to be this way. You can fix that, but you don't want to fix it because you're too much into eating food, foodie. You want to sit in the apartment and gorge yourself all day. Choices.
3 duplicates, Okie Pokey. That's a ripoff. Yeah, same here, Foodie fan. I think those kind of friendships only exist in childhood or like youth. People can still have really good friends as adults, but it's not the same.
Speak for yourself. There's lots of people that have friendships in adulthood. They go out and do things with their friends. They go on trips with their friends. They go to the beach with their friends. They go out shopping with their friends. They go to bookstores with their friends. They got people to do things with. There's a lot. Chat. We're all adults here. Do you guys have friends that you go out and do things with? I'm sure you do. She's trying to say that you only have true friendships in childhood, not in adulthood. That's not true. I don't subscribe to that. That's her thinking. That's not reality, though.
Yeah. I wish we could make fun of people you don't like IRL. I wonder if Bruce is still alive. I wonder if Big G is still alive. Free social media, yeah, Stephanie. It was a different time.
Doctor. Don't tell my other bestie.
He just float around wherever, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Melody. She had a best friend in adulthood. His name is Pete. And she fucked him over and treated him terribly. Yes, she did. And Pete has always been her ride and die. He's always been there for her. He's done things for her that other people, I'm sure, would not do. He blow dried her fupa for her after her surgery. He has lied to cover for her. He's done so many things for her. She fucked him over hard, but he's always been her ride and die. And he loved her. He really loved Chantal, and she did him dirty. She cheated on him multiple times. She put him in debt. She ruined the villa and then left for him to deal with the damage and the cost of that. She did him mad dirty. That's how she treats people who are her friends. And you know what, Chantal? I can say something. I can say that I've got something that you don't have. And there's a lot of people in my chat, they have it too. Raise your hand, chat, if any of you got a friend that if something was going on with you and it's late at night, like you're feeling trouble, there's something on your mind, or there's something going on, you need help, you can call that friend and they will pick up the phone and they'll talk to you. They'll talk you down from whatever it is going on in your head. Or if you're in trouble, they'll come pick you up. Like if there's an emergency, they're down for you. They are there for you. Raise your hand if you got a friend like that. That if you call and said, man, I'm going through some stuff in my head, I need someone to talk to. And they're not going to bitch. They're not going to look at you as a bother. They're like, what's wrong, man? I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Or if you're stranded downtown somewhere, like your car broke down, you're in the middle of nowhere, you can call up your friend and they'll be like, I'm there for you. Give me about 20 minutes. I'll be right there. You got a friend like that. Look at all the hands in my chat. That you're 10 toes down for that friend. They're 10 toes down for you. She don't have a friend like that. If she called up somebody in the middle of the night around her, they would be pissed off. They'd be like, why are you calling me, Chantal? She doesn't have a friend like that. That she's down for and they're down for her too. She don't have that. I got friends like that. I got friends like that. She doesn't have friends like that. Y'all have friends like that. She'll never know that. She'll never know that kind of friendship and loyalty. And that is earned. That is something you earn over time, that loyalty, that friendship. She's never earned it. She's never been down for someone to where they'll be down for her like that. If you don't give it, you're not going to receive it. That's how it works.
She was such a beezer. I sure am a beezer. I reek of beezer. Indiana. She always tricks me into buying her Taco Bell. Sounds like me. Sounds like me for show. Dang it. I'm annoyed. Or I was thinking like maybe one of these days going to see Evil Dead burn for a second time. What did I do today?
I'm sorry, Cookie.
Nothing very interesting. It's only 89 cents. And then she just gets whatever. Oh dear. BG Photoshop requests. How's the nausea? Not too bad right now. I don't know, Melinda. I think I liked it in theater. But I like going to the movies, so. Oh, thank you, Momin. That's nice of you to say. I've seen Obsession, yeah. The hype was not overblown. You thought, really?
You know what? You know the retro react that we did the other day? She was on Omegle, which she shouldn't have been there because there's way too many young people. But that just speaks loudly about the fact that when Chantal has the opportunity to meet people and talk to people, all kinds of people, and make a friend, she's not focused on friendship. She's focused on, I'm looking for a hot guy to talk to. Therefore, she will never have a friend because she's not really looking for a friend. The floor isn't open to find a friend. It's about, I want to find a hot guy to talk to and will talk to me. Like you saw her, she was just sitting there scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And there were people wanting to talk her up. There was one really nice guy that he was just chilling with Foodie and she clicked off of him. There were girls wanting to talk to Foodie and she was clicking off of them. She was just looking for an attractive guy. So if you put her in a setting where there are lots of people that she could talk to a variety of people and like have a friend base, she just swipes left on all of them and she's looking for the hot guy. And that's not how you make friends.
Oh, I found it was. I'm driving. Moanman. Moanman? Hey, Dill. Yeah, we're doing both still. I don't think so, Indiana girl.
It would be impossible for a woman to be a friend to Chantal because if you were smaller or slightly more attractive, she would be jealous of you. Even if you were a woman that was super, super morbidly obese, she would still have a problem with you because she would feel like maybe you're taking the attention away from her. So how can anybody be a friend to Chantal? She doesn't want to hang out with anyone and just be comfortable and be herself. As the insecurity and the jealousy would show up immediately. She doesn't know how to just be cool and like, hey man, let's just hang, let's just talk. She doesn't know how to do that. It's all about, it's got to be about me. I got to get the most attention. If you're taking it away from me, I got a problem with you. Yeah.
Your synopsis is great. Fire crotch and teeth to match. I don't know. Just because it's a Muslim name doesn't mean I know how to pronounce everything. Sorry. Shannon was catatonic with horror from his laying under. What's your favorite movie you have seen?
It's weird because she's talking fondly about Shannon. At the same time, long ago, she was angry at Shannon. Why? Because Shannon acted like a friend, a concerned friend. Chantal went to Shannon, told Shannon a whole bunch of shit about Natter, what he was allegedly doing to Chantal, although none of that was true. She told that to Shannon. Shannon was concerned, tried to call Foodie on the phone. Foodie wasn't picking up the phone. Foodie was constantly live during Crackhead Olympics, so Shannon reached out to Foodie the only way she knew how, through her live stream. And then when Shannon revealed the things that Chantal was saying, Chantal had an entire meltdown. And it was all because of the things that Chantal said to Shannon, the lies that she told. Oh, he's being abusive to me and he's doing this and he's doing that. So because Shannon acted like a friend and was concerned for her friend for these horrible things that were being told to her, she got mad. And now she's talking fondly about Shannon.
I don't know. I liked Hokum. That was it. You know what they are? Outdoor theater. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what they are. Oh yeah, me too, YouTube lover werewolf. Yeah, sure, Dill, of course. Is it, am I saying it right? Moanman? Or Moanman? Sorry, I don't know. I have seen Housemaid. Oh my god.
Girl, what is going on with your lipstick?
What the? Oh, I was trying to do Bruce and I messed up my...
You know, maybe I'm wrong to say this, Foodie, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But it looks to me like you got yourself a little outbreak right here, and you're trying to cover it up with the lipstick, because that's what I'm seeing underneath the lipstick. Like you got yourself a little a cold sore situation happening. I can see something beneath the lipstick. That I just an observation.
Shower crap? I was speaking to Tom earlier. I did my own makeup. I just put mascara and lipstick. I did Nep from hey cheesy piss. My prompt for the AI was a picture of Salah and I said, please make us old.
Which is weird. It's weird that you're making AI pictures of Salah when the two of you are old. Is that like wishful thinking? That you wish that you could grow old with him? This is wishful thinking. I wish that I were married. I wish that I were really married and I were healthy enough that I could grow old with this person. The thing is, he doesn't love you. So it's not going to happen. He doesn't love you. You guys are not in a relationship. Ma'am, you never were in a real relationship. It was always a business agreement between two people. It was strictly transactional. So no matter how many AI pictures you make of the two of you together, kissing or not, it's all a fallacy. It's fantasy. He doesn't care. You're not married to him. He will never be with you, and you're not going to grow old together. So you might want to come out of that fantasy bubble and live in reality. That's not your life. It's never going to be your life.
And it didn't like age me very much. Is Muriel Tom's overbearing mother? Yep. And they always fight, Dill. Hey, Bunny. They always fight. Tom, I'm your mother. How could you poison me like that? Who do you think you are, Norman Bates from Psycho? Beegee's in... Yeah, she's in her baskie. Are you Carol Baskin in your baskie? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. You have a friggin' Rick Astley emoji? It's so good. What's good? Which movie? Oh, wait. Oh, Muriel's wedding. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you guys something really powerful that I saw on Twitter yesterday. And once I read it, I'm like, wow, that hits hard. And whoever said this on Twitter, thank you for saying it, because it is so incredibly true. So this has to do with NA and AA. There's a saying in NA and AA. And the saying is, We're only as sick as our secrets. To go further with that, we're only as sick as our secrets is an adage known well by those in AA. It basically means that a secret kept in the dark grows and becomes more harmful. But once it is exposed to light or released, its power is lost. Secrets have the ability to fester negativity and self-loathing while keeping us sick and trapped in addiction. That's why the need to get honest is a very important aspect of recovery. It's all about leaving the deception behind, because deception is something that's fundamental to keeping an addiction alive. When you stop lying to yourself and those you love, you find yourself standing at the gateway to freedom from addiction. I thought that, I saw that, I'm like, that hits hard. Because it's true. And think about how many secrets she has, how many secrets she's keeping from people. The fact that she does not want to be honest about herself or her life. Every single one of those secrets is keeping her sick. And that's why she'll never be free of addiction, because she lacks the ability to be honest with herself and other people. So, Chantal, we're only as sick as our secrets. And you are a very, very sick woman indeed.
It is so good. Rick Astley's still alive, yeah. He was cute and suave, Weird Barbie says. Who's Rico Suave? Like, where does that name come from? Rico Suave. He was a stud. I'd rather swallow razor than bees with you. What is that song from? Two Live Crew? Oh, I think I remember that. What the hell? Who is that Foodie fanning your emoji? Sarah June Marie. Oh, really? Shoot. Oh, from Muriel's wedding. Miriam! I know, why do a lot of people write manifestos? Like, what the hell? What are the plans for tonight? You're looking at it.
What happened to, I'm going to do vlogs? Didn't she say she wasn't going to be on Kick as much? That she was going to film stuff around the house and do vlogs? And do what around the house? So this is your idea of a good time for your viewers. Maybe it's a good time for you personally, and that's fine. But you decided to fire up your camera and invite people to talk to you. So since you're talking to people, why not be entertaining? You expect laying on the couch to be entertaining, and it's not. That's why your views suck. Look how many people she had in chat, 153. That's nowhere near the 500 she had the other night when she was botting her stream. This is her after party she promised. After party from what? Like, I didn't know there was a party before the after party. What, we missed the party? Damn. What was the party? She should have streamed that.
Strength of a manifesto. Bees festo. I don't feel like, I feel kind of dizzy, so. You would read my manifesto? That's sweet, cheesy piss. Do you guys know who Angine de Poitvin is? You have a new prime minister, Glitter Queen? One that you approve of? Oh, that's good. Same here, Foodie fan. Okay, Kitty Robs, thank you for beezing. Shirt Festo. James Charles got a perm and a haircut. Who gets perms these days? I've had my brother-in-law and his wife here for 10 days. Oh, wow. Are you glad they're gone? I'm just kidding. Industrial Society and its Future Manifesto is the Unabomber one? Can we go squeeze the bottom of BG's basket so she...
Okay, you know what? I heard about this yesterday. That somebody brought up the Unabomber. And somebody was saying his manifesto was genius. This is their bees are saying that. They're bringing up the Unabomber. The hell?
She goes... Hey, man. He just screams at his audience or won't play with his toys. Oh, really, Spirit? George Costanza. No, he was going out with a hand model, wasn't that it? Or was he one? Double posts? It's okay.
Oh my God, she actually sat up. She sat up. Lord, she looks bad. She looks real. She looks like a floating head. Doesn't she look like a floating head? I'm telling you, she looks like a Minecraft villager NPC. She does. I see her. When I see her, I think Minecraft villager NPC.
Yeah. Yes, Island Dragonfly. Yeah. I know, YouTube could never. Our own emotes on our own channels. Would that work out? I got 2 Big Macs for $8. Nice deal. Like on...
God, shut up talking about
Because
food.
it was loud. It was like... Like... We've had a couple, like maybe 2 or something, 3. But they're so small, they don't really do much damage, like any damage. And not around me, it's usually like in a different area.
Y'all understand this is why I do the retro reacts, right? This is exactly why I stick to retro reacts most of the time. Because example 1, because if I reacted to her current stuff, this is what we would be reacting to. That's why I avoid it most of the time. But sometimes, every now and again, I do her current stuff, so we stay up with the current stuff, but there's really not much to talk about. It's all this.
Strength of a mango. Oh, goodness, Coco Pickles. You're in one now. Oh, gosh, Nona, stay safe. The sound is Fish screaming for dear life in the brown road. Yeah, Fish is stuck in the brown road. Oh my god, yeah, seriously. Yeah. Oh, come here. Come here, Bisha. Thank you, Heavy Chick, for the gift. Kingston. I was thinking of going to Kingston if I get a car. Because they have a Jersey Mike's now. Actually, let me look that up.
Oh, okay. So you want a car to go get some more fast food. Fabulous. I was thinking of getting a car because there's a fast food restaurant I want to go to. So we're not going to get a car to go do something. We're not going to get a car so we can get out of the house and experience life outside the house to kind of give your brain a break from looking at the same four walls. You know, like do a reset, just different environment. No, no, no. We're going to get a car to go get some more fast food. That's why you want a car. That's why you want people to pay for a car to eat at different fast food restaurants. Have you eaten your way through the Postmates menu? Have you ordered from all the fast food restaurants on Postmates and Uber Eats and you're like, I have to do more mukbang content, but I've eaten at every place that they offer and there are no more? Kingston is a 2-hour drive away. So you're going to drive 2 hours to get fast food. You want someone to rent you a car for that purpose.
Jersey Mike's, Kingston, Ontario. Oh, it's scheduled to open soon. Oh, it is open. Opens 10 a.m. Wednesday. Oh. And Kingston also has a harbor. It also has a lot of haunted shit. Like it has a really big cemetery where John A. MacDonald is buried. Is John A. MacDonald buried in Kingston?
That's an odd choice. So she wants to drive 2 hours to Kingston for fast food and to go to a cemetery. I've never been to Kingston. Is there stuff to do? Because all she's talking about doing is going to eat and going to a cemetery. She's got this fascination for cemeteries.
Cataraqui Cemetery. Yeah. Hey, Louisa.
Yeah, and another thing of these things that you want to do they require a scooter? Because I don't think you're going to be able to rent a car and put the scooter in it. Is everything within like short walking distance?
No, I don't think it's the lettuce anymore. They debunked that. And plus, I don't think it's in Canada. There might be a couple cases. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Please don't sing. Please don't.
I miss J-Dot. I forget the ghost app. I don't know. Scarborough rapist. Yeah, Scarborough rapist. And he murdered two people. Christian French and Leslie Mahaffey, rest in peace. And her sister Tammy, actually. Luca.
By the way, your hair is showing again.
Oh, I hate him. Mostly for what he did to cats. And, you know, his victim, of course, but, oh.
Okay, I just saw something. Watch her numbers down here. Watch how they jump up all of a sudden and then jump right back down.
Bumbug. Oh, that's a bad word.
So we're at 134.
Niagara Falls is a bit far. Kingston is 3 hours, but Niagara Falls is like 6. That friggin' is funny. I have such things at the ready. I'm intrigued now. Not scared. Go to Toronto? I mean, someday, yeah, but I mean, like,
The 134 is down here at the bottom. You see where my pointer is? Right here. That's her viewer count. It's beneath gift subs and subscribe.
I think I want to start with Kingston. There's also the penitentiary you can tour there, which is where Paul Bernardo, like the most infamous or famous serial killer of Canada. I had dreadlocks. I dot jihadi, you karate, Joe karate. I miss J dot. I forget the ghost app. I don't know. Scarborough Grape.
Like her numbers keep jumping up and down.
Rapist, yeah, Scarborough rapist, and he murdered two people, Christian French and Leslie Mahaffey, rest in peace, and her sister Tammy, actually. Luca, oh, I hate him. Mostly for what he did to cats. And, you know, his victim, of course, but, oh. That was the documentary, You Don't Fuck with Cats on Netflix. He was Canadian, yeah.
Yeah, her speech is slurry because she's high. She was high at the beginning of the stream. I don't know what she took. I don't know if she took an edible or something. But obviously there was something going on before the start of the stream because she came on, her eyes were glassy. She had the hamburger eyes. Her face is red. She did something before the start of the stream. She didn't start the stream sober and then it just progressed. No, like we started the stream and she was blasted. Is that her hair? It could be a Temu clip on, or it could be her real hair.
He's disgusting. He mailed body parts to the Prime Minister. He's friggin'. And he listened to La Isla Bonita in one of his videos.
Why are you talking about this stuff in your stream? You like to focus on death. You like to focus on people who have died in a horrible way. But why? Why are you talking about that on your stream? You're not doing it in a way that you're respectful of the people who are the victims. You just like to talk about morbid shit.
What song is it from New Order? The price you pay to live rent-free. Yeah, I mean, you talk, live in a tent in the woods.
Okay, we're going back.
Oh. Yay, happy joys. Rare. They think they're superior. Their son's a little draper now has another meaning. It's boring. Doing stuff sucks. Yeah, it depends on the stuff, but in general, yeah. But sadly, life is designed that it's unavoidable to do stuff, kind of. You know what I mean? It's like unavoidable. I'm sick of working. Maybe I can just go live in the woods. Vicky, do you know how many people are actually like, do you know how many people on my FYP on TikTok live in a tent in the woods?
So you're looking at videos of people who live in the woods?
Or they've made some kind of makeshift shelter in the woods. They're like, I live rent-free. And it's like,
thank you, Mrs. Peel. Look, YouTube. Thank you, Mrs. Peel. You didn't have to do that. Yeah, YouTube takes 30% of everything we make. I don't mind. I mean, it's their platform. They can take what they want. I ain't got no problem with that. They share with me. I'm okay.
Sure to cast off. Maybe. I want an island, yeah. Shannon wrote. Nitty kitty cutie? They don't tell you the price you pay to live rent free. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to consider, first of all, I'd need electricity for my CPAP, so that's out of the question for me.
You don't even use it right, so what's the bother?
Me.
That CPAP isn't even working the way it should have worked because A, it's outdated. B, you haven't serviced it or calibrated it in years. C, because the hoses and the mask are dirty. You're just breathing in mold and spores at this point.
Great. Why don't you just buy a coloring book or diamond painting? Yep. Let's make macaroni pictures. Thank you, Rare Sweat Jeans. Requiem for a Dream is a total. Yeah, it is. Oh, the baby snake. Yeah, you know. That. Yes, coffee time is something to look forward to. And bath routine.
Lord, she's boring. I cannot with her. I'm scooting ahead to see if we see anything here. When does she get off the couch? Let me just take a look. When does she actually stand up? Does she stand up at all? When do we get the shot of the window? Does it happen here? Because I'm like scrolling through. Oh, it happens like right here. Okay, good.
Twix.
Where's Booger?
It takes time to chew.
Where is Booger? She's right. Booger Queen is. There she is. She's taking a nap. She had her breakfast. Booger. Booger. She's out. Boogers is out. She got me up this morning at 6 a.m. and she does what cats do. They get you up at 6 a.m. You feed them, you get your coffee, and then they go back to bed. And it's like, why couldn't we just sleep another hour or two? We both could have gotten up together. No, it's got to be that way. I get up, feed her, she goes back to bed, and I'm awake all day.
It's very chewy. Payday. Butterfinger and Crispy Crunch taste the same to me. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, BG. Hey, Kiara. You have a 10-hour flight? Where are you going? Come here, honey. I'm going to try these pickles that have been sitting up for 2 days. Hey, Clown Friend.
Okay, Foodie's being boring, so how about we take a fun break for just a minute? Just a minute. One of my favorite animals on YouTube besides Rufus. Merv. We love Merv. And this is from Merv the cat. Love this channel. I love Merv. Merv is a very talkative Siamese. And don't piss off Merv or she'll summon Bagagwa. But just like a brief break with Merv. Very brief. So Merv is going to help her mom with yoga. Because, you know, Merv is into yoga. But Merv is going to help Mama with her doing her yoga. And this is how Merv does it.
As always, I straighten my neck. Bend your knees. Try to fill your lungs. No. And then exhale. Put them up. Now, hold. Here's where I like to keep my arms up high for blood flow. Palms up as shown. Breathe. Take a look at Quinn and Charles. You'll notice their backs are straight. You can start with movement. Okay. You're taking care of yourself. That pat on the back you deserve.
No, we can't play that. But with just a brief yoga break with Merv. Actually, you know what? Why not show that? I found this yesterday and the timing of it all. Considering what Foodie does in her streams. Like y'all want some music? This is Foodie's song right here. Like, she should be playing this every day. And this is from CRAI Records. Y'all want to hear it? This is great. This is really great. So credit to them.
Just watching the TV, was feeling quite relaxed and completely trouble-free. Then I felt a windy rumble deep down inside my gut, and I thought I'd let that little fart sneak right on out my butt. It felt just like a little one, didn't think I'd have to fight. I didn't think a little would ruin my goddamn night. The pressure started building as I prepared to let it rip. But my ass decided to follow through when I began to shift. I thought I only fought it, but I shit my fucking pants. What the hell was I thinking? Should've never took that chance. It's pouring out my rectum. This shit ain't gonna stop. I'm clenching hard with all my might. No clothes in this shop. It's a soggy, dripping nightmare, and my pants are soaking wet. My asshole fucking lied to me, and I ain't gonna forget. I tried to squeeze my ass cheeks tight to stop the ooze and flow, but every single muscle twitch just made that puddle grow. I tried to stand up slowly, but I felt that payload spread. A nasty wave of liquid shit was now running down my legs. The reality is setting in now. The nightmare has come true, and there ain't a single goddamn thing that I can fucking do. The diarrhea's flowing, the foul stench is getting strong. What the fuck did I eat? Where did I go wrong? I thought I only fought it, but I shit my fucking pants. What the hell was I thinking? Should've never took that chance. It's like bleeding a radiator, brown water everywhere. How is this all coming out of me? How much shit's I finally reached the toilet, completely out of breath. Pulled off those shitty trousers and looked down at my mess. But as I turned to face the bowl, my guts began to blow. And another high pressure violent blast erupted from below. That secondary explosion completely missed the boat. And that diarrhea blast went off the goddamn wall. I thought I only farted, but I shit my fucking pants. What the hell was I thinking? Should've never took that chance. It exploding out my rectum. This shit ain't gonna stop. Was clenching hard with all my might, so hard I couldn't walk. It's a diarrhea nightmare, and my pants are soaking wet. My asshole fucking lied to me, and I ain't gonna forget. Gonna forget.
So that was his song. Foodie should be blasting this in her house all the time. It so applies to her. All right, back to the beast.
$1.75. Wow.
Oh, God. Get up and do something.
What, Cornwall? Kiara, is that yours? There's nothing dangerous in there. Stop! Stop!
She's yelling at the cat. The cat's not even in the room. She's acting like the cat's doing something. We don't see nor hear the cat. The cat's not doing anything. But she's doing this because she wants to take a hit off her vape.
I'm not going in there. But yeah, mate.
Oh, there she is getting up. Getting her vape. And there's the smoke. You can even see it. Big hit, too. Not even a little hit. That was a big hit. Lot of smoke. Just taking her sweet time. There we go again. You can see the smoke in the air. And honestly, she doesn't need to take a hit off the vape. She's already like mega high. Why take a hit off the vape if you're already mega high? You're already like at the top of the mountain. So why are you smoking off the vape for? You don't need it.
But she did come running out. As soon as I got up, she came running. Okay, I'm not going to the movies. I was going to go, but I don't think so. It's too packed.
No, it's not that it's too packed. You had no intention of going out anyway. Look at you. You're high as balls. You're fully relaxed. You're not going to get on wobbles and like ruin your high by moving. You had no intention of going out. None.
There's one at 10:30. Yeah. You didn't see any nudity, right? Because I don't have appropriate pants on.
So there you are running around in your apartment. You've got no pants on. Your window blinds are open. That means anybody down below or maybe in another apartment building that's just happened to look out their window will see you running around your apartment pantsless. Yeah, this is a life that we're supposed to be jealous of. You sitting in your apartment, not able to get off your couch, having to roll off your couch, running around without your pants on, bored out of your mind. We're supposed to be jealous of this. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was like. You saw nudity? You better not see my butt. I was looking too. Two B's or not two B's? EP Mouse. Okay.
You know, as a single female, I can't recall a single time I ran around my house without my pants on. Got to have at least underwear on. I don't understand why she runs around her house, you know, Winnie the Poohing it. I don't understand that at all.
That's all I care about. No nudity. Dragon breathing fire. Nice booty. You better not have seen my booty. Misha! Redness is going away. What do you think? Do you think so?
Oh, I know, D Cool.
Wait. Gonna need more eventually. Psychic reading for beach? What? Who does pet psychic readings? Really? It exists? Which song, Kiara? It's not fair, Scrape, is it? You never wanted a cat till beach? Aw. You gonna get one? Hey, Lusty. You got a pet psychic reading for BG? What did it say? She's my angel. She is. You're strange. No. I've just kind of accepted it because I really think that's just like the natural process, unless you're super popular, which is like more rare. Like I'm just like not that special, and I'm not that remarkable.
Cowboy.
You know what I mean? Like I don't have the ability, I don't think.
Hey, Cowboy. How are you? Very nice to see you. Everybody, Cowboy has a wonderful channel. Y'all check her out. I don't know whether to post your link in my chat or not because you told people not to join up. But Cowboy Dog has a wonderful channel for those that want to join up to her. I feel weird about promoting you just because you're like, don't join up on my channel. But amazing content from Cowboy. Absolutely amazing. She always makes me laugh.
To ever be like super famous or anything. So just having my own little neat, like little beezing niche of the internet is like fine for me, you know? Hey, Gab. Thank you, Sprue. Funny and ridiculous. You can win. Thank you, Susan. I could be famous. Really, Marsha? Doing what? So that's storytelling? Offered a show? It depends. Like, it depends. I don't know. It would, like, that whole thing kind of... Movie star? Wow, thank you. You deserve to be...
Yeah, I did see that. When she was promoting her cameos, she mentioned the word celeb, but she's not a celeb. But she just sat here and said, I am not special. Yeah, we know. We know you're not special. You're special in one regard. You're special when it comes to offending everybody. You offend everyone. You don't leave anyone out. You're really good about that. I'm going to offend every single person on the planet, every group of people, every culture, every belief system, every country. I am going to go out of my way to offend everyone. You do know how to do that. But you are especially boring.
Mainstream. Yeah, I'm not mainstream, yeah. I think I'm too weird and, like, offensive. Ask AI for ideas? Are you saying, is that a nice way of saying they're basic bitches? People know who you are. I hope you like pajamas too. Is she in her little hut? Yeah.
You know what I'm loving, Chad? I'm loving the fact that the stress of knowing that her time in the apartment, it's starting to set in. I'm loving that. Oh, Chantal, the time of being in an apartment is just about over. And the stress about that is starting to settle in just a little bit. And it's going to get progressively worse as your time there comes to a close. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All we got to do is be a bit more patient. And we're going to get a bonus, cowboy. The bonus is incoming. All we have to do is just be patient and hang in there. We're going to get the pressure and the rages every day. The clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The stress is going to build up, build up, build up. And then the bonus gift is when she has to move out of that apartment. Where is she going next? It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be an entire shit show with no toilet bowl to catch it all. It's not going to be nice. She's going to have to move into a place that maybe is not as nice. And you know what? Even that would be great content. If she knew how to make fun of herself and make fun of situations and treat it lightheartedly, that could be like the best content. Honestly. If she moved into a shitty motel room, that could become really entertaining, humorous content. Like if you make fun of the situation and make fun of yourself, that could be amazing content. You could just do all kinds of things with that. Like an example, like if I were living in a motel room, I would make fun of it. Well, here's the bathroom. And here is this lovely sink with one tap that only works. The other one does not work. They're having a disagreement right now. They're not talking to each other. And above my head is this hole I guess they're using that for surveillance purposes. Like you could turn that into content, making jokes with it. You could just make that into an entire joke and just make it funny. She needs to go back to Syria and start that farm. Yeah, why not? We'll pack her bags for her. Since she doesn't like North America, she doesn't like the Western world, she can leave anytime she wants.
Yeah, sure, hippie chick. Send it on over. This little fan sucks. Okay. I should think of some summer.
And you know what, Cookie? You're right. There is nothing wrong with living in your vehicle or living in a hotel. Nothing wrong with that. Your home is where you make it, wherever it is. So I am not bagging on anybody at all for what their living situation is, but Foodie has bagged on people. I mean, I'm a self-confession. I was in an abusive relationship and I had to get out and I had to leave everything behind. That's just how it was. So I stayed in a motel for about a month, working, saving up money, and I got my own place after that. But that's how I started out in that situation. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's where you lay your head. But where it's going to be a wake-up call to Chantal is that she likes to flex on people. Look at me, I'm in a nice apartment. Look at me, it's got a pool. Look at me, it's got a workout room, blah, blah, blah. She didn't pay for any of that. She didn't earn it. Other people gave it to her. So maybe it's about fucking time that she found a place and she got a place that, she's going to have to work for. She needs a reality check, a big one. She needs one bad.
Activities. I don't love activities. Like, sometimes I like them, but don't say that about Foodie fan. Pajamas and bananas. She's in pajamas.
And no, I'm sorry, Vanilla. Politely and respectfully, I disagree with you. I don't think she needs to move in with Pete's. No. She couldn't anyway. He's renting a room from a nice couple. There's only room for him. She can't move in. She doesn't need to move in with anybody. What she needs to do is get her shit together as a 40-something-year-old adult and learn to take care of herself and stop trying to structure her life to where other people have to take care of her, trying to use other people as unpaid caretakers. She needs to get her shit together. She needs to be in a situation where she's living in a way that's within her means, not outside. Living somewhere where she's paying the rent and she's got just enough money to where she has to buy groceries. She has to watch her money and be on top of that. Not rely on other people to pay for her shit. People need to stop coddling her and enabling her to do all this.
We need a fan upgrade. You gotta work in a few hours. I used to do that too. Because I'm a night owl, so I would be up all night. And then, you're at work just kind of like white knuckling it. Like, oh, please don't be a stressful day. Sometimes I would find myself just staring at my inbox and like my email. Just like for like a good 15 minutes straight, just staring. I would get so overwhelmed sometimes. Do nice voiceovers, comedic act, impersonations. Thanks, Okie Bokie. Emails are my nemesis. I used to get so many a day. Oh my god, man. Jeez.
Yeah, you know what, Miss Peel, you're right. She wants to be coddled and taken care of like a pet. Pets are coddled. We are just their human servants, but she's a person. She wants to be treated like a pet. She wants someone to take care of her like a pet, but she's not a pet. She's a person. You know, as a person, she should be taking care of her pets. But she wants someone to just take her in and take care of her like an animal. Only our little furry friends can get away with that, not you, Foodie.
What kittens? Foodie fan. Working from home is dangerous. I've had a few midday naps. Yeah, I bet. You knew. I told you about the email when I was totally ragging a girl in the office and I accidentally sent it to my boss instead of my fucking friend in the office.
You're telling another story about somebody else who probably doesn't exist, or if she does, why are you telling this story? How long ago was that? All the stories that she tells about people are usually nasty. They're not nice. She never says anything nice about people that she once knew. It's always something nasty. Ragging on people's appearance or like their teeth, their hair, their age. It's always just nasty comments about people from long ago that probably aren't even giving a second thought to Chantal. Like, why do you have to be so nasty when you talk about people?
I meant to email my friend. I thought I was replying to my friend, but I was replying to my boss. It was about Julie in the office. I was like, I fucking hate her. She's such a bitch and her veneers smell like mothballs and hot garbage. Like, I was really fucking laying it out on her. I was being really mean. I got a fucking written warning for that. This girl was hell to work with. Like, awful. Yeah, I got a warning. My stomach dropped to the bottom of my feet when I found out. Because
I'll never forget the story she told about working in a call center. And she came to work one day. And I believe this is something that Chantal would do. She came to work dressed in a miniskirt and a thong. And her manager told her to go home and get changed into appropriate clothing. That she basically came to work dressed like a skank. And she got sent home for dressing inappropriately. That is something I believe she would do.
I was expecting my friend to write back to me and I wasn't hearing anything. And then I realized after, I was like, oh my God, Arby's blocked you on Instagram? I once sent an email about my crush to my crush and my mom was screaming at me to get off the computer. When the panic hit, oh God, that's so embarrassing, eh? People get fired from their jobs. Yeah. For making videos, yeah. A warning for talking shit about Julie. She had these like weird blocky veneers, but she had like infected gums. Her gums were red, red, red. And she had the worst breath. You could smell it across the whole office. Like, she needed dental care. I was just reaming Julie a new asshole because, like, I really didn't like her.
I mean, I already know this story is fake. So someone has veneers that smell bad, and you can smell that all the way across the office. Does that sound like something that could actually happen? I don't think so. That doesn't sound like something that could actually happen.
Hello Fresh. They were done in China. I don't know how to withdraw an email. Across the office. It reeked like a little bit of mothball smell.
Are you sure that wasn't coming from you? Are you sure it wasn't you that had the mothball smell, ma'am? Are you sure it wasn't you? If you were smelling it but nobody else was, are you sure it wasn't you with that mothball smell?
She did. That's great. Look of genuine concern. Like, fuck. Bertha? Yeah, they can, Miss Chris. Mothball smells like... How do you explain what mothballs smell like? Oh.
Oh, so you're telling this story and you're telling people her veneers smell like mothballs. So people are asking you, what do they smell like? And you can't give an immediate description. Like, you should know. They smell like mothballs. Well, what do mothballs smell like? A lot of people haven't smelled mothballs before. What do they smell like? I don't know. But you're telling this story.
Like an old closet. Old mildewy closet or something. Hospice? Old people cheese? Old people closets, caviar. I once borrowed my colleague's laptop and found an email she sent to another colleague bitching about me. You can bet your ass people are talking shit about you right now, I'm sure. Everybody. People talk shit about us, just like we talk shit about people. Hey, cigarette for a mother musty, yeah.
Can I ask a question? Let's just say this story were true, which I don't believe it to be true. You're working in an office and somebody has veneers or whatever that smell terrible. And the smell is pungent. It's really off-putting. Why not be a kind person and approach that person privately? Like in private, just the two of you. It's like, I don't know if you know this. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to offend you, but this is something you should be made aware of. I'm just letting you know. Why not let that person know privately what's going on? Like in a way that's not embarrassing. Wouldn't a decent person do that? Just talk to them in private. And maybe the problem will be fixed and you won't have to smell that smell and they won't be embarrassed. Maybe they're not aware of it. No, you're going to write an email about them, bitching about them.
No need to get groceries, true. Milo Dragonfly, thank you for the 7 months here. Right? It's been 7 months here already? Yeah. Oh my god, scrape. This kind of thing. But he has to buy, he doesn't have to, but he did say he was going to. Like, that was one of the things. When we get together, he's going to get me a new ring. But I want, like, an Arabic gold one.
Oh, God. Is he... He is not going to get you a new ring. The two of you are never going to see each other again.
Middle East gold. Higher carats. I had no idea what a monster I was dealing with. Sorry to hear that. That you had to deal with someone like that. Reminds her of your son. Salah thinks women only in kitchen. Well, not necessarily. But he used to fry himself eggs. Fat and disgusting. Oh my god. Imagine. Oh, I love Jolt. They changed your thing? I always lose my tweezers. I'm looking for mine today.
Lord have mercy. Do something interesting for fuck's sake. That's why I keep doing the fast forward. Fast forward. I'm looking for something interesting, and she's not doing it.
Yeah. Come on. That's just a myth. What is this link for? Anna's archive? Oh. Oh, nice. Thank you. What I would look like as a cat?
Oh, by the way, I don't know if Pixely is in here. Thank you for the gifted membership on Kiwi's channel. I saw that in my email. I was not even in the chat at the time it happened. So if you're in here, Pixa, thank you for that.
I don't have any AI on here. Can I just do the Google? Give me a second.
Oh my God, do something. I think that was it. Thank God. Or was it? Did we take a break? Okay, all of this is just the songs and stuff. That's cool. That's all right by me because I was planning to go outside and take a nice walk and enjoy the sunshine and in the summertime for a minute before I start working. So y'all have been fantastic. I just want to go over her current live stream and show you the Twitter peeps and entertain you for a bit before I get started. So thank you guys for coming in. Y'all have been amazing. I'm going to go and get some breakfast after I take my walk and get started with my day. So thanks, everybody. And I'm going to leave you guys with a nice, pretty song. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.